And good Friday evening. Welcome to another night of high school football right here on Radio Free Cabarrus. We're at Northwest Cabarrus High School. The Trojans welcome the Concord Spiders in a long-time rivalry here in the Cabarrus County area. Of course, also an SPC matchup, key matchup here as Northwest Cabarrus in a first-place tie, undefeated with J.M. Robinson, but Concord right behind and West Lorraine right behind with only one loss. John Von Cannon, Chris Hudson. We just heard our national anthem, and another fantastic night for football. And what we hope
for a good one here. Like I was telling a couple of people down there, they said, hey, you think Concord's got a shot? I can tell you, if Northwest leads Concord in this game, they definitely got a shot. What Northwest needs to come out and do is show that they are the superior team, which everybody thinks they are. Go ahead and put Concord away early. If you leave Concord in this game with the leg and the weapon they have with Beltrain, they're liable to beat them.
The other guy, watch out for Concord, Andrew Davis. He's a speedster. He moves around at wide receiver and some at running back. So they, it should be interesting. Then on the Northwest side, they have the fantastic sophomore in Titus Troy. Excuse me, I'll get him backed up. But already approaching 1,100 yards for the year, still with 3 games remaining. So he's having a tremendous year. Got a solid quarterback in Hudson Irwin. So, and the defense always strong on the Northwest side. All of it. If you hate to compare scores, but so far they would have advantage to Northwest Cabarrus and kind of the margin of victory so far in the year.
Yeah, I mean, they've dominated about every team they played so far, and you would expect them to come out and do the same thing tonight to Concord. But who knows? That's why you strap it up and lace it up and go to war on Friday nights. And on Concord's side, how does Colin Black come out and play? He's not been a part of this rivalry. This is his first year in this rivalry, where the other kids are seasoned. But I think Colin's got enough experience being down in Mount Pleasant, playing in big games down there, that he shouldn't fade under the lights.
Okay, so we're a few minutes away from kickoff. That means the captains are right around the corner, Concord and all whites. It's going to be unusual to look at. And, of course, we expect Northwest in their traditional black with the orange numerals. They're ready for Halloween, as always, with their color combinations. Let's take a break. We're on the pregame show as you're listening to Radio Free Cabarrus.
Get the deal you want on the vehicle you want whenever you want with Shop, Click, and Drive at BenMinot.com. It's 5 easy steps. You pick and click your vehicle, you estimate the payment, apply for credit, even schedule delivery, all online 24/7 without leaving home. Take the tour and get started now. Shop, Click, and Drive at BenMinot.com. Again, Shop, Click, and Drive, BenMinot.com today.
Kick your boring lunch to the curb with Pizza Hut's unlimited lunch buffet. Dive into limitless pizzas straight from the oven and rich Tuscany pastas. And don't forget the crisp salads and freshly baked desserts. Your favorites are always hot, delicious, and ready when you are. So send the cold cuts packing and head to the unlimited lunch buffet. Not valid for delivery. Dine-in or carry-out varies by location. Lunch times, prices, buffet selection, and participation may vary.
Wilkinson Funeral Home is proud to offer the very best in personal and professional service to you and your family in your time of need. They're nestled on a peaceful 16-acre hilltop off Branchview Drive in Concord, and a full-service funeral home that recognizes the importance of tradition and faith, and they strive to create services as unique as your loved one. They also offer a variety of options for pre-planning. You can relieve your family of the burden of making those decisions in a time of emergency. Call Wilkinson Funeral Home 704-786-3168.
Cakes and cookies, toys and gifts. It's the shopping event of the season, the Southern Christmas Show, November 13th through 23rd at the Park Expo and Conference Center. Experience Santa's workshop, brimming with timeless childhood delights, twinkling lights, and festive cheer. Buy tickets at southernChristmasShow.com, courtesy of Kraft Body Scan.
Let's go to the Southern Christmas Show.
No one does high school sports coverage like Mark Clemens and John Von Cannon, and it's right here on your hometown station, RadioFreeCabarrus.com.
So an absolutely gorgeous sunset to our left here, and we always like coming here to Northwest Cabarrus. You've got the closest view to the field, and grass as you said earlier in the year, the only remaining grass surface in the county. So it's kind of fun to have, and fans are really tight. Not a great crowd for Concord. It is senior night, oddly enough. There's always that one team that has their senior night a little bit early, so the final 2 games for Northwest are on the road at West Troyan, and then the big one we're expecting at Robinson. But if you're a coach, both Coach Mormon and, of course, Coach Shepard, you don't look ahead at all. You got to play each game as they come.
Yeah, because if one coach is looking ahead, the other one's looking for this game, and somebody can take an L real quick. I mean, that's the way it works.
And I'll correct you on one thing. It's usually not the coaches that are looking ahead. Sometimes the players are like, but this is a long-time rivalry, and so we expect, I don't expect too much looking ahead. All right, captains are coming onto the field. And for Northwest Cabarrus, we got Zazia McLean as one of the receivers. Number 22, Malachi Norris. We mentioned his name a lot a few weeks ago when we saw him Northwest earlier against that close loss to Ashburn, their only loss of the year. 2 big linemen, Taryn Miranda, and also number 60, Anthony Argueta. Miranda checks in at 6'3", 275 pounds, only a junior.
That's a big youngin.
And Argueta, 5'10", 265. He is a senior. And we're expecting Alex Williams. He is, of course, one of the captains. Also out there, Easton Tucker, number 10, Harrison Grant had a good game a week ago. And then big number 90. And they changed up a little bit. Let me see your roster here, because I think it's Tyrell Weatherspoon, is number 90 on the Concord side. Yeah, let me see.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so that should be Weatherspoon, huh? Okay, so that's who I'll go with for number 90, because they don't have it, for some reason, don't have it listed here.
Mama, if we get his name wrong, we're sorry.
There you go. But again, Concord all white, coached by Darren Shepard, coming in at 4-3, solid win over kind of a undermanned Carson team. Of course, the highlight from that game, Chris, I think that got our message board cracked up. That 52-yard field goal is pretty amazing there.
Yeah, Northwest won the toss and they deferred.
So they will receive. Concord will receive, as you say, and they're all whites. And one of my key questions is, can Concord generate enough offense tonight against what has, for a few years now under Coach Mormon, pretty strong Northwest defense?
It's going to be a tall task for these guys tonight. But like I say, you got a quarterback over there with Colin Black that's got big-time experience playing in big games, against good defenses down at Mount. And, Mormon's just got his team just wreaking havoc on everybody in Cabarrus County. So you're going to have to play smart football for Concord to even have a chance tonight.
All right. Of course, the players might be distracted by that beautiful clouds to our left there. It's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing out there. Nice painting by the creator out there. So, but that's the thing, in case anybody has forgotten, our sunsets are now before 7 o'clock, so right at our game time. And don't forget, November 1st and 2nd, of course, you fall back and check the batteries in your smoke detectors. So that's a couple weeks away.
And, John, I don't know if you heard, we lost an icon today, Ace Frehley from KISS. We lost him. Been battling a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, he had a fall in his house about a month ago and just never fully recovered. And I'll add one other name. It's actually a week ago, John Lodge of the Moody Blues.
Yes.
He had some health issues this year. So 2 musical legends in my mind. All right, here comes Northwest. Yeah, Frehley, I mean, my goodness, that goes back to my youth. The 7, they were, I don't know if you remember the KISS dolls.
Yes.
You can buy dolls with all the face paint and such. And, yeah, they were something else. They went through the periods without the face paint, then they brought it back and all that stuff. So, yeah, that's, we lost some, and Diane Keaton as well a few days ago. So some names that we all know and love.
Yeah, there's a lot of guitarists out of this. Ace Frehley was their first guitar hero.
Absolute heroes. Yeah, good. There was a video game called Guitar Hero where and I'm sure there were some KISS songs by Frehley on there. So
he could play for sure.
For sure. All right. So we got our scoreboard coming up.
You're missing your little flag thing. Remember, you had to throw your little flag thing on there?
Yeah.
I had to come up with a way to put the flags on there.
Yeah, we always enjoyed that little part. Okay. All right. So set to kick off right to left across your radio dial, smartphone, HD television, whatever you're watching us on tonight. Northwest. I'll have to double check their kicker. Now, we know the Concord kicker pretty well. He actually let them return one kick a week ago. His leg got so tired.
Yeah, this is number 32 for Northwest.
All right, for 32. And, Owen Mack, and he was pretty impressive, as I recall, against Ashbrook. So certainly got to watch what he can do. Expect Davis to be one of the return men back deep, and I'm thinking Gilbert is the other one back there. Into the orange clouds, Mack will kick. Big Mac. See if he can live up to his name here.
Number 1 and number 2 is the deep backs for Concord.
Well, Davis is one of those, and the other one's going to be Elijah Williams. Here he comes. Yep, high. He says, I can kick it deep too. Takes it to the 2-yard line. That's Davis. Davis working, cutting back, and he got swarmed over. He who hesitates is lost, and nailed down at the 10-yard line. That's even better than kicking it out of bounds.
Yes, it is. And lucky they didn't get a face mask there for Northwest. It was up high on the tackle.
Concord had a couple of 15-yard penalties that aided Carson's first touchdown drive. That was a week ago, but for the most part, were lower on their penalties than they had been in past games, and as always, that'll be a key. So we're expecting Colin Black to be, and he's going to empty out the backfield. We've been seeing Sanders in the backfield as well, Isaiah Sanders. But Black by himself whips it out to the left side, caught in the slot and immediately hit. Will go absolutely nowhere. Probably lost yards and second and long coming up.
Yeah, he lost about 5.
Yeah, Malachi Norris jumped in there and was all over Gilbert. So it is, yep, 2nd and 15, and I like those lit up down markers there.
Yeah, they don't want NFL on us out here.
It is 2nd and 15.
Watch two.
Now they're going to shift everybody to the left side. They say, watch 2. Antonio Brown out that way as well. Black looking that way, whips it out, caught. Trying to get the lost yardage back. It'll be 3rd and 8 coming up.
Number 9.
Yeah, number 9, Naz Freeman. We saw him catch a touchdown pass a few weeks ago. They got 8 on that, make it 3rd and 7. See if they keep it back in the backfield. Yep, Sanders is back there now. And sending 2 receivers either way. Still trying to spread out the field. Key 3rd and 7, man in motion. Will flood the right side. Whips it out that way. Caught by Gilbert. Gilbert to the 20, 25, and gets popped out of bounds, but he might have the first down. We'll see about the spot. That was a pretty good run, actually. Correction, Demoria Earl grabbing that one.
Yeah, he got the first, John.
Took a hard hit out of bounds, drew a woo from the crowd, but still got the first down.
And the hit was clean. It was a nice, clean hit.
Concord moves the sticks even after a 2nd and 15 play there.
And it looks like Northwest is going into their nickel defense here from the coach. Number 6 is over the top here.
And around to Gilbert. Gilbert getting running room. Will cross the 30 into the pile.
Still going.
32, kind of the rugby scrum out to the left side. Anthony Gilbert, nice run for him.
Gets to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, 7-yard pickup. Just moving the pile nicely for Gilbert. He's a little bit undersized, a 5'9" junior.
That might be why he got so many yards. He's hard to see, hard to bring down.
Yeah, he gets in that nice line there, 2nd and 3 out to the 32-yard line from the left side. Going to make me stand up here, I tell you. Early movement, nothing called. Sanders, initial running room, should have the first down, but no more after that. Trying to move the pile a little forward and gets an extra yard, but out across the 35-yard line.
To the 36, it looks like.
Isaiah Sanders, who's done a nice job. He's not going to be your full-time running back, but he gets enough carries. And it does move it out to the 37, 1st and 10 from that point. So Concord backed up on the kickoff return, has found a couple of nice first downs so far.
Now, if you're Northwest, John, you got to be keenly aware of this little quick pass right here.
Brown goes out to the left side. They got the island on the right side for Davis. Black wants it deep that way, hands it up for Gilbert. Oh, tangled up, but it's out of bounds.
And that's going to be a pass interference.
Yeah, again tangled up there for number 3, Anthony Gilbert, and Damon Horton. Clearly hand-to-hand combat. That's 15-yard penalty automatic. Even though it was, you could say it was uncatchable, but you don't really have that in high school football. We'll cross midfield. And down to the 40, we'll say the 47 of Northwest. Everything's a 15, all the pass interference are 15-yard penalty. So Concord moving nicely here. But you saw that island over there for Davis.
Yeah, I seen that over there. That was a good pickup.
Yeah, Andrew Davis Jr. now a senior. We used to say Andrew Davis Jr. the junior, but
Andrew Davis Jr. Jr. is the senior.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So Concord's used up almost the first, 3 minutes of this clock here. Black keeping Sanders in the backfield. Still got Davis out there, and flag thrown as the ball is snapped. We guess some sort of...
on Concord? How can you have offsides on the...
Wonder one of the receivers maybe lined up all sides.
Oh, yes, false start. You can't have offsides on the offense.
I mean, you could, but you don't see it very often. 1st and 15 now, back into their own territory.
And they're in, well, if you cross midfield, you're almost in Beltran field goal range.
You're about right on that. He's got the leg if you wanted to try it, and it's a calm night on a good grass turf, so still, let's get him a little closer if we want to try that.
Yeah, Concord's about 20 yards away from being in guaranteed range.
Freeman goes out to the right side. 5 receivers emptying out the backfield for Colin Black. See if Northwest brings extra players. Now sending Davis into the backfield. 8 seconds on the play clock. Davis will get the handoff, gets away from one-man running room. First, across the initial line of scrimmage, correction. Gets inside the 45, we'll call it the 44. Gets the lost yardage back and a little bit more. Did not get a great spot to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, because one official has him at the 45 and the other has him at the 46.
They'll put it at the 46. 2nd and 8, Concord, no huddle now. Sanders returns to the backfield. But you see where they're moving Davis around, trying to hide him and get good matchups with them.
And if you're Concord, you just want to methodically move this ball down the field. Eat up a lot of clock.
Gilbert in motion. Vacant to the left side and in and out of the hands.
Pass interference again. You touched him before the ball got there.
That was close. The defender for Northwest just mistimed his break there. And that's going to be an automatic 15. Again, every pass interference is 15 yards. So that's the first down. Concord down to the 31 and definitely now in Rosario Beltran range.
There's a couple houses right behind these woods now that they built. He might kick it over to them houses.
Yeah, you might have to put a netting around there. You know, if they have a trampoline or something like that.
They got a big pool over there. One of them does.
Okay. You've been looking on Google Maps and finding this stuff out, right?
No, we got a couple customers back here for work.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
31-yard line, first down for Concord, using up the first 3.5 minutes. Sanders remaining in the back. Problems with the snap. Has it, though. Whips it to the left side. Called out there and tripped up, or otherwise Davis would have been rumbling for a first down. Guess where we are, Chris?
Inside that Pizza Hut red zone.
PizzaHut.com. Get yourself. I got the $3 special on Tuesday night for the personal pan pizza.
Yep. I ain't eaten from Pizza Hut in a while. I'm going to go see the people at the Carolina Pizza Huts.
Davis was one broken tackle away from taking it. He's really stepped inside the defender at the 18-yard line.
And what poised by Colin Black.
Sanders steps inside, gets about 3 to the left. 2nd down coming up for Concord. We'll say 4 even. To the 14-yard line. Concord keeping a semi-no huddle here. Sending Earl to the sideline, returning Gilbert.
Got to get this play in.
Got plenty of time. Now, here's the funny part. The play clock is the very old-fashioned light bulbs.
Yes.
Everything else is LED. Sanders eludes one would-be tackler, still going, but 2 black jerseys getting there nicely. I think Easton Tucker was there. Also give credit to number 5, Zach Riddle, the junior.
Yeah, number 51 come in from the backside and kind of sealed it off for Northwest.
Yeah, Terry Miranda, that big lineman, he's playing both ways. Only a yard pickup, 3rd and 5. We'll say 2. Black goes with the second play. Under 7 minutes to go, still on this first drive. Now we'll reset, shift over Sanders. Man in motion to the right side. That's Davis. Davis getting good blocking. Keeps going. 5 and he'll barrel. Oh, he rolls over, fumble, recovered by Northwest.
Oh, he's saying he's down. The ref is saying he's down.
Oh, no fumble.
The ref is saying he's down.
Making a quick call. He was Johnny on the officials right there to see it. And it's going to be 1st and goal from the 3-yard line after a 12-yard end around.
And he run into his own man.
That calls the fumble. And now Concord, there's a player down. Concord's going to the sideline. Timeout, all right? See if we can take it with them. Concord's going to have a 1st and goal coming up after this on Radio Free Cabarrus.
Get the deal you want on the vehicle you want whenever you want with Shop, Click, and Drive at BenMinot.com. It's 5 easy steps. You pick and click your vehicle, you estimate the payment, apply for credit, even schedule delivery, all online 24/7 without leaving home. Take the tour and get started now. Shop, Click, and Drive at BenMinot.com. Again, Shop, Click, and Drive, BenMinot.com today.
Kick your boring lunch to the curb with Pizza Hut's unlimited lunch buffet. Dive into limitless pizzas straight from the oven and rich Tuscany pastas. And don't forget the crisp salads and freshly baked desserts. Your favorites are always hot, delicious, and ready when you are. So send the cold cuts packing and head to the unlimited lunch buffet. Not valid for delivery. Dine-in or carry-out varies by location. Lunch times, prices, buffet selection, and participation may vary.
Concord jumbo big, hands it off to Sanders. 1st and goal from the 3, doesn't quite make it in. And a flag comes in late. We'll see about that. See what something was said in the midst of that pile. We saw a few of those a week ago, both ways actually.
If that's on Concord, that'd be a big penalty.
Yeah, that's always the frustration. One way it's 15 yards, the other way it's like a half a yard. So let's see about the call. Officials discussing it.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike on Northwest.
Northwest. So that's half the distance to the goal. Again, that's probably like half a yard at that point. So a couple yards handoff for the 2nd and goal play coming up.
And this really helps Concord right here, John, too, because Colin was able to go over to the sideline, maybe get 2 plays.
6.5 minutes ago, Concord's marched from their own 10-yard line after a bad kickoff return. In fact, they even had a 2nd and 15 coming up. Now, is that redo to down, or is that?
No, he did this. That's a dead ball foul. It's after the down.
All right, so it should be 2nd and goal from about the 1-yard line. See where the official, right in the shadow of the goal line. So we'll see if Concord brings out their jumbo big. I saw number 5, Sam Harrington, who usually plays defense. He's one of the blocking backs.
Yeah, he's here. Big number 9's here. Big number, let's see.
Well, Freeman's one of the receivers.
They're putting big number 55 in at fullback.
Yeah, that's Alex Williams, as a blocking back. And Colin Black will come under center. Got Davis in the backfield.
Part of it is like, Brand, it's a first week with this.
Now they'll shift over. It is still 1st and goal. Hand over to Davis, right into the heart of the defense. No indication. Officials come up. They think they have the touchdown. They do. Davis barrels his way in from a yard out. Concord, 5:45 and 90-yard drive. What pretty impressive with the help of some penalties.
Yeah, and right here you see the leader, Colin Black. Look what he's doing. He's talking to the white cap, trying to, hey, what'd you eat for dinner last night kind of thing. And, trying to get buddy-buddy with him, but he's trying to figure out maybe, hey, what are we doing wrong? What are you seeing us doing wrong? He can go back and report to his offense.
Right. But in any case, what a drive for the Spiders. Reserve Beltran kicks it to Midland.
Got all sides on Concord.
That's not going to matter.
No, it's Northwest.
Now, it's always the thing. Do you go for the 2 at this point, or do you?
You got to put the points on the board. With a kicker like that, you got to put it on the board.
So offsides. Yeah, there's always a couple of school of thoughts on this. I'm like you, Chris. It's too early to be going chasing points.
Yeah, kick your extra point.
But Concord's talking about it. Concord up 6-0. Let's go to her.
Yeah, they're going to kick it here, John.
Yeah.
Smart decision. He's going to kick this thing over to Cumberland County.
Okay, ooh, that's other side of the state, right?
Boop.
Yeah,
Yep,
it just does the old chip 7-0. Concord up. Northwest going to respond after this.
Remember, free delivery. That's free delivery at Cannon Pharmacy with great locations to serve you in Kannapolis, Concord, Mooresville, and Charlotte. You get all the details, CannonPharmacies.com. Again, CannonPharmacies.com. Your hometown drugstore, great friendly people, and a modern convenience. Again, that's CannonPharmacies.com. Read all about it in the Independent Tribune. That's your hometown newspaper. The Independent Tribune, independenttribune.com, features local news, features, and everything you want to know about Cabarrus County and Southern Rowan County. And, of course, they're published on Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. The unifying voice of Greater Cabarrus County is the Independent Tribune. Of course, lots of special features online at the Independent Tribune, including some video from time to time. To subscribe, call 704-789-9162.
6:15 to go, so reserve Beltran. We'll see if he can aim for the end zone and beyond here. He was kicking it to the back of the end zone. Even 1 5-yard penalty a week ago didn't bother him at all. Had an offsides on one of the kickoffs.
Yeah, with a leg like he's got, he's liable to kick us down here in that pool.
Oh, here he goes. But Northwest wants to remain disciplined and it's not a guarantee, so they'll be ready to return. Concord up 7-0 with that 90-yard drive. Here he comes. Yep, blast it high and deep, and back of the end zone.
And the white cap just looked on my, it's coming in.
Yeah. Out to the 20-yard line. What a weapon. Oddly enough for Northwest, that's actually a better starting field position than Concord had. So we expect, of course, Hudson Irwin and that sophomore running back over 1,000 yards. Titus Troy, he's a big sophomore, 6 foot, 210 pounds. So really a load to bring down. And that'll be the challenge for the Concord defense.
Yes, and you got to keep him. You got to contain him. So I'm sure the coaches and staff in Concord's keenly aware of where he's going to be at all night.
Oh, problems with the snap. Irwin forced to eat it. Tosses over. Ball's on the ground. And did Troy get it?
Concord has it. Concord has it, John, I think.
Let's look. And no indication yet. Concord's defense is running off the field like they grabbed it. I didn't actually see an indication from the official. I mean, is that a forward pass by Hudson Irwin? Oh, my goodness. Titus Troy dropping that ball saved them not only 5 yards, but also the turnover. 2nd and 10. Disaster averted for Northwest Cabarrus.
And actually a great call by the official.
Again, they've been on it tonight. All right, ready to go. You just wipe that one off and go again. Receivers either way.
Live to play another down here.
Faking it, Irwin whips it out to the right side. Wide open, caught. Midfield. He's going to take it. 30, 20, 10, from disaster to touchdown. And grabbing that one was number 2, Caleb Bryant. What a play, getting it behind the defense. A solid throw by Irwin. It's an 80-yard touchdown.
And that's that quick strike capability that Northwest has.
And Matt set to do the extra point. Snap, kick, plenty long, into the fence, and it is good. So Northwest quickly strikes back and ties it up at 7.
Cakes and cookies, toys and gifts.
It's the shopping event of the season, the Southern Christmas Show, November 13th through 23rd at the Park Expo and Conference Center. Experience Santa's workshop, brimming with timeless childhood delights, twinkling lights, and festive cheer. Buy tickets at southernchristmasshow.com, courtesy of Kraft Body Scan.
Let's go to the Southern Christmas Show.
Wilkinson Funeral Home is proud to offer the very best in personal and professional service to you and your family in your time of need. They're nestled on a peaceful 16-acre hilltop off Branchview Drive in Concord, and a full-service funeral home that recognizes the importance of tradition and faith, and they strive to create services as unique as your loved one. They also offer a variety of options for pre-planning. You can relieve your family of the burden of making those decisions in a time of emergency. Call Wilkinson Funeral Home 704-786-3168.
All right, correction on the catch there. It was Keyshawn Barnett with the 80-yard grab, number 11. And one pass, one touchdown. Barnett got that one. Concord, long drive. Northwest, 2 plays, near turnover, and then Nets play a touchdown.
Quick update on the Canada Pharmacy scoreboard from Tiger Town, Mount Pleasant 7, Parkwood 0. Or that Parkwood 0. I thought he was playing Piedmont.
Playing Parkwood at Tigertown. Here comes Mack again. Mack a high, not particularly deep kick. And taken at the 15. Concord a little better field position, running room, and then runs into his own man at the 40. Still will have a nice return, bringing it out for number 1 that time, Elijah Williams. So Concord with great field position to get rolling once again.
If he would have stayed a little bit more inside towards the middle of the field, John, I think he might have took that one all the way to the house.
It just got a little crowded over there. Now Concord keeps on rolling. Of course, Northwest struck back and had a big play. Spotted at the 39-yard line. Black, Sanders in the backfield. Got 3 receivers to the right, 1 left. Northwest wanted to blitz their linebacker. Expecting that to be Malachi Norris. Now does Northwest want a timeout? Nope, going to keep on rolling. Here they come. Hand off to Sanders, and that wall runs into a whole wall of Trojans.
Yeah, 23, 51, and 5.
Well, we need Malachi, or Zach Riddle, rather. And then Tyree Crudup in there, the sophomore lineman, jumping in, and loss of yard for Sanders.
Whew, them boys taking some shots. Down there, Northwest is bringing the wood to them tonight.
2nd and 11. Keeping those 3 receivers right at the 38-yard line. Tied at 7. And Black emptying out in the backfield. Looking left. Now sends it that way. Overshoots Davis at the Trojan 40-yard line. He was open, but could not go. Davis, who needed to be a few inches taller to grab that one.
Yeah, if Davis catches that, John, he might have a shot to take it all the way to the house.
3rd and 11 back to the 38-yard line. Antonio Brown checks in as a receiver.
Sorry, John, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Yep. But yeah, we're thinking the same thing. Big play both ways.
Yep.
Concord backed up a bit. Northwest going to rush 4. Might bring in a 5th and a 6th player. Here they come. 2-man blitz. Short pass called. Working towards the middle. Will be tackled short of the first down. And that was Davis again. And momentarily had some room, but then could not get away.
I think Concord's going to go for it here.
Well, that'd be quite the call.
Is it 4th and 6?
Wow. Back to the 44. Yep, they are lining up. Keeping Sanders in the backfield. And 2 receivers either way. Too far away to try to get him to jump. Now going to try quick for Black. And kicks it behind the defense. It's going to roll and roll.
Let it go.
Inside about to the 10-yard line.
What a punt.
And there's a late flag coming up back at the line of scrimmage after everybody had pretty much separated. A flag way back at the 40-yard line.
If this is on Northwest, it's first down Concord.
Although it was after the change of possession.
The next time they come
Dead
out
ball.
again, tell them to go outlaw.
Personal foul.
Did they run it?
Northwest.
Did they run it to the kicker or rough up the kicker? Yeah, so it was after change of possession, so that'll be half the distance to the goal line. So Northwest backed up a little bit with 4:09 to go. Concord with a 3 and out and did the quick kick for Colin Black.
It's actually a pretty good kick by Colin Black.
Yeah, Northwest didn't quite get a safety deep enough to field that, and so forced to run with it. Northwest all black, orange numerals, a little orange on their helmet. Concord all white with black numerals.
At least we can see both sides of numbers.
Reasonably well, Concord especially. So Irwin standing in his end zone. As tight as Troy back there. Now he'll get the handoff. Working his way to the left side. Nothing doing to that side. Concord's line holding pretty strong.
Was that number 13? Number 13 with the initial hit for Concord.
And that's going to be Nizier Edwards. Virtually no gain there for Troy on his first carry. Didn't need him on the first drive.
Oh, he lost a yard, John. They marked him back a yard.
Yeah, 2nd 11 at the 5-yard line.
Remind him that when we go
John, if you're Northwest here, you can't afford any kind of hold in the end zone, or you can't have any kind of major penalty.
course, at this point, penalties don't hurt you too much, except if you're a hold in the end zone would be a safety. Now tightening up. Davis playing defense, tight on the receiver. Dropping back of the end zone, whips it to the right side, and overshoots his man. Antonio Brown with the coverage out there. I think that was Barnett out. The receivers for Northwest have been really improving. Got McLean out there, Barnett, and then their big tight end, Lucas Walker. He's a 6'4" tight end over the middle. But so far, Northwest has gone to, they got one-on-one coverage on the outside, and they think they can do something out there. 3rd and 11 at the 5-yard line. Need to get to the 17.
And that would have been a big play for Northwest.
Now Irwin changes up the play. Keeping Troy in the backfield.
Hey, see the quarterback, he's like, hurry up. Give me my play. Play clock down to 5 here.
Shipping
4,
Troy over.
3.
Yeah. Here he comes, low snap. Now whips over the middle, caught by that tight end and immediately dropped. That was a nice tackle by Williams.
But will they go for it here?
Yeah, Lucas Walker made the grab. 7-yard pickup for him.
Looks like Northwest is going to punt here.
Yeah, it's a little too, 4th and 5. That's a little too optimistic.
And if I'm Concord right here and the coaching staff, there is no way. If I'm Darren Shepard here, there's no way I'm rushing this. I don't want to take a chance of giving them a first down.
Tied at 7, 2:45 to go in this first quarter. Well, looks like they're trying. They might be trying. Low snap from Mack. Hangs it up high.
Bad kick.
But he'll take a decent a neutral bounce. Good job by Northwest to jump on that. Ends up being about a 30-yard punt. So Concord in great field position.
Great defensive stand by that Concord defense.
Yeah, that first stop against Mack really, or against Titus Troy, correction, really set the tone for that run, that series, rather. We're going to see what Concord comes out with, sending Davis out to the right side along with Brown. 2 receivers left as well. And Black emptying out the backfield. Northwest does have 4 down linemen and spreads everybody else out. Now looks for a new play.
You can yell it, outlaw, outlaw.
2:33 to go in this first quarter, tied at 7. Black looking left, faking. Now whips it to the left side, getting behind the defense, open.
Oh, my goodness. Touchdown. What a ball fake by Colin Black.
Number 6 grabbing that. That's going to be Damari Earl with the 41-yard bomb, and you hear the collective groan from the Northwest fans.
And, John, he does something that I hadn't seen since Tommy Beecher here at Concord. He looked across the middle. He pump fakes it, pulled that man over the top up, left his man wide open, and he just turns and just laid it up there to him. It's amazing what an experienced quarterback can do for you.
And honestly, we may not have seen this down. Oh, quick snap. Player late getting on. Let's see if he hits up crossbar. Did it get over? It did not. Oh, my goodness. That's like one of those Charlie Brown kicks.
What was Beltrain doing there?
There was a player late getting on, and nobody was set. In any case, keeps the score at 13-7.
Once upon a time is right now. Escape to the Renaissance Festival, a time-traveling adventure. Huzzah! Saturdays and Sundays, October 4th through November 23rd.
It's time for the Renaissance Festival. Shopping, food,
men in tights.
Oh, hi.
Enjoy foolish good times at the Carolina Renaissance Festival.
Time travel to a land of legend. Jousting knights, mermaids, fairies, dragons. Oh my!
Join the damsels and brave knights at the Carolina Renaissance Festival.
Eat, drink, be merry at the Renaissance Festival. Presented by Pepsi. Tickets limited while supplies last. Online only at renfestinfo.com.
Don't miss the jousting, feasting, and jesting at the Carolina Renaissance Festival. It's a royal blast.
$2 per ticket with discount coupons available at Harris Teeter stores region-wide. Oh, jolly good. Don't miss the Renaissance Festival. Huzzah!
So Concord got the long touchdown, kind of flubbed the extra point. It hit the crossbar, bounced up, and fell short. There was a player late coming on for Concord, and Chris and I were saying you don't even need a timeout. Just take the 5-yard penalty if you're not sure on the extra point. So there's there Beltran. Let's see if he takes it out on the football. I think he does. And just to the back of the end zone, saying, all right, you're going to start at the 20 yet again.
And number 36 for Concord was jumped up at number 6. Number 30 for Concord goes over and grabs him by the face mask and jerks him back and says, "Get away from here."
So Concord got the quick touchdown themselves. Let's see if Northwest has found some opportunities to those outside receivers.
Yeah, you gotta go to a prevent defense, keep everything in front of you because you know Northwest can strike quick.
Of course, then you got that big running back there as well. So pick your poison, but keeping almost everybody in. One receiver to the left. Quick snap, tices out to Troy. Troy with running room, 25, and then gets twisted around. Gets about a 6-yard pickup to the right side. Approaching 1,100 yards on the year as Titus Troy has 11 touchdowns as well.
Quick update on their Cannon Pharmacy scoreboard. Mount tacks on another touchdown there at 14-0 over Parkwood.
Mount has a tough road trip to Monroe, the defending champions, on the two-way side. And off to Troy. Troy hemmed in the backfield. Concord reading that well. Tyrell Weatherspoon and several others getting out that way, and Troy lost a couple, making it a longer third and about 7.
Yeah, number 90 for Concord. Is that Witherspoon?
Yep.
Yeah, he was all over that play.
The Concord defensive line really came on, particularly as Carson had to pass more later in the game. Really did the pressure against the Cougars.
And we spoke about this in the pregame. You can't give this Concord team any confidence at all.
Now the Hudson Irwin looks for another play. 7 seconds on the play clock.
Yeah, he better hurry.
5-4. See if they get it. And they did not. It is delay of game.
No, he got the timeout. This official down here signal timeout.
Timeout for Northwest to prevent the delay of game. Concord up 13-7.
Get the deal you want on the vehicle you want whenever you want with Shop, Click, and Drive at BenMinot.com. It's 5 easy steps. You pick and click your vehicle. You estimate the payment, apply for credit, even schedule delivery, all online 24/7 without leaving home. Take the tour and get started now. Shop, Click, and Drive at BenMinot.com. Again, Shop, Click, and Drive, BenMinot.com today.
Kick your boring lunch to the curb with Pizza Hut's unlimited lunch buffet. Dive into limitless pizzas straight from the oven and rich Tuscany pastas. And don't forget the crisp salads and freshly baked desserts. Your favorites are always hot, delicious, and ready when you are. So send the cold cuts packing and head to the unlimited lunch buffet. Not valid for delivery. Dine-in or carry-out varies by location. Lunch times, prices, buffet selection, and participation may vary.
Northwest uses their first timeout of this first half. Faces a key 3rd and 7 at their own 23-yard line. Keeping Troy in the backfield. Receivers either way. Troy looking left all the way. Whips it out that way. Short pass to the tight end. Gets away from the first man. Falls forward. That big 6'4" frame may have been enough for Lucas Walker to get the first down.
Yeah, he's across the 30 to about the 31-yard line.
What a key weapon to have over the middle as you're almost like a tight end screen there. To the 31-yard line.
At the 31-yard line.
Just does move the chains. And you're not going to bring him down on the first try.
No, even if you do, you hit him and he stumbles and falls, he's got 6'4" frame to get 3 or 4 yards.
Irwin ready to go. Fakes the handoff. Now tosses off to, I think it's Lucas Walker again, making running room. Late flag thrown in the defensive backfield. We'll see about that.
I think that's going to be a hold on Northwest.
Official tosses a flag forward a few yards, and we'll see if that's the case. Wipes out another little bit of solid 3 or 4 yard pickup.
There's another flag over there at the 35 too.
See if they have this. So 4 yards forward and 10 yards backward will redo first down. Got 19 seconds to go in what's been a long first quarter. We were about done with the first half at this rate a week ago.
Yeah, so the hold doesn't go from the line of scrimmage, it goes from the spot.
Yeah, if it's upfield, and it was only about 3 yards upfield, so it'll be 1st and 17 back to the 13-yard line.
See, everything used to go from the line of scrimmage.
Right. If it's in the backfield, it's a straight-up penalty. Don't have to run a play if they will. 5 seconds ago, Irwin looking left all the way. Now sends it deep to the slot and overshoots everybody past midfield. Trying to get it to Caleb Bryant. And good defense by Davis playing both ways. And that is the final play of the first quarter. And it's sided when Concord holds a 13-7 lead.
Once upon a time is right now. Escape to the Renaissance Festival, a time-traveling adventure. Saturdays and Sundays, October 4th through November 23rd.
It's time for the Renaissance Festival! Shopping! Food!
Men in tights.
Hi!
Enjoy foolish good times at the Carolina Renaissance Festival.
Time travel to a land of legend. Jousting knights, mermaids, fairies, dragons. Oh my!
Join the damsels and brave knights at the Carolina Renaissance Festival.
Eat, drink, be merry at the Renaissance Festival. Presented by Pepsi. Tickets limited while supplies last. Online only at renfestinfo.com.
Don't miss the jousting, feasting, and jesting at the Carolina Renaissance Festival. It's a royal blast.
$2 per ticket with discount coupons available at Harris Teeter stores region-wide. Oh, jolly good. Don't miss the Renaissance Festival. Huzzah!
Always one of our favorite commercials. And, of course, don't forget, you must buy for the day that you're going to the Carolina Renaissance Festival.
This is potentially a big second down here or second down possession for Northwest and even for the Concord defense.
2nd and 17, whistles blow, ready to go at their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, looking over the middle. Irwin whips it that way into that big tight end again, Lucas Walker. And he got the lost yardage back and a little bit more across the 35-yard line. 3rd down coming up.
And he seemed to be sure-handed.
Kind of a side art, almost a Bertie Cruzar type throw there back in the day. 3rd and 5. Thought for a second the band was playing the Southern Christmas Show too. There.
It sounded like it, didn't it?
That looks up.
That's early movement on Northwest.
Oh, wow. 3rd and 5 becomes 3rd and 10. Great weather here tonight. Sun sets to the left and night has settled in. Got a new audio system. So if it has a little more oomph to it, that's why.
They needed something out here because this school hasn't got anything new in a long time. Well deserved that they got.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I was looking at the receivers for Northwest and I saw Lucas Walker and I'm thinking that guy has got to be getting some more looks.
Yeah, and if you're the Concord defense right here, you got to keep it 4th down. It looks like early movement again.
3rd and 10. Hurts it over under pressure. Steps around. He won't get away from the 4th guy. A host of players and he will go down. Northwest asking him for extracurriculars, but I think that was pretty much all good. Hudson Irwin talking with the officials saying, they roughed me up and took away my lunch money. Tyrell Weatherspoon leading the charge. We'll also give credit to Sam Harrington, but that's a big loss for Hudson Irwin.
Yeah, and John, I agree with you on that. I think it was just a continuation of the play. He was trying to pull up, but I think he just stumbled over some feet.
Till the whistle blows. I mean, my goodness, you gotta go.
And Northwest, 32's coming in to punt. I was going to say, are they going for this?
The band playing Thriller, which is appropriate since we're approaching Halloween.
They need to play the Halloween theme.
Mack ready to punt with
What we got here?
Williams. Elijah
Delay
Barnes.
game on Northwest.
All that arguing, and it cost him another 5 yards. So he was sacked, and they're going to the reverse Pizza Hut red zone inside the 20. Back to the 19-yard line. Northwest a little out of sorts here.
And 8's coming for Concord.
Oh, here it comes. He wants a block. Just did avoid it. Might have been partially. Now it takes a nice Northwest roll across midfield. 45, we'll say the 43-yard line.
Did you see what number 1 done? He just threw his hand up and took off and run.
And that's what you do. If you're not going to field it, get out of the way. Just go.
Yeah, that ball would have had to roll another 40 yards to hit him.
So it ends up being almost a 40-yard net. Not bad at the high school level.
No, it's actually a great punt at the high school level.
Got the roll. I thought that may have been partially tipped, but the Concord player peeled away at the last moment, the rusher, and avoided running into the punter there.
Yeah, I wonder if he knew that's what was going to happen. That's why he pulled up.
Saying, all right. And that's what your coach should do. 4 receivers right. Here's Davis one-on-one in the island to the left. No, it is Sanders. Now a screen coming up for Gilbert. Gilbert hitting the backfield. Diagnosed pretty quickly, and that'll be a loss there. Yeah, jumping in.
22.
Yeah, Malachi Norris, who's for all is definitely that all-conference linebacker. Lost 4 on the screen play.
Great play, young man.
2nd and 13. Concord ready to go quickly at the 40.
And there was nothing illegal about that. He just cleaned him.
Looking to rush again that midfield. Black looks to the sideline for the 2nd down play. Russian 5 over the left side. In and out of the hands, oh my goodness, of Davis.
That's 2.
Davis would have had a first down and a lot more, maybe slightly behind him, but he knows he should have hauled that in.
Yeah, that's 2 that he's dropped.
2 for 2 for number 2.
And John, if you're Concord here, sorry, you got to get the first down. You got to get into field goal range.
Well, try for the first down first, at least, but 3rd and 13. But Davis, again, that one-on-one to the left side.
And they're hollering Miami defense up here. Let's see what we got as far as the defense. Looks like we're in a regular 4-3 with a man over the top.
Black by himself, whips it deep down the right side. One-on-one is going to be, was it intercepted?
No.
It was out of bounds. Trying to get it down to the 30-yard line. Incomplete, fortunately, if you're a Concord fan. And golden opportunity goes by the wayside. And up to Rosario Beltran to try to flip the field here a bit.
That's not Beltran, this punt.
Or they've got Colin Black.
No, it looks like a 4.
What, Jakari Pearson? Yeah, Rosario Beltran had a couple shaky punts a week ago.
This might be the kid they moved up from the JV is the quarterback. Concord's going to take time out here.
All right, Smider's going to talk about it. Still up 13-7.
Get the deal you want on the vehicle you want whenever you want with Shop, Click, and Drive at BenMinot.com. It's 5 easy steps. You pick and click your vehicle. You estimate the payment, apply for credit, even schedule delivery, all online 24/7 without leaving home. Take the tour and get started now. Shop, Click, and Drive at BenMinot.com. Again, Shop, Click, and Drive, BenMinot.com today.
Kick your boring lunch to the curb with Pizza Hut's unlimited lunch buffet. Dive into limitless pizzas straight from the oven and rich Tuscany pastas. And don't forget the crisp salads and freshly baked desserts. Your favorites are always hot, delicious, and ready when you are. So send the cold cuts packing and head to the unlimited lunch buffet. Not valid for delivery. Dine-in or carry-out varies by location. Lunch times, prices, buffet selection, and participation may vary.
So the punter is 44, John Penninger for Concord, which is one number off from Rosario Beltran. Try to take a little load off their big kicker there.
Yeah, but in a game like this, in a situation like this, you're trying to pin them deep. You got to have the best man out there.
You would think. And Northwest may be trying to rush a few here. One man back deep. Long count. Here it comes. Oh, fumbles it, and it's going to be thrown for a loss. A bad snap. It short hopped him, and Penninger had no choice but to pick it up and fall on it. Turnover on downs and sets up Northwest in great field position.
Yeah, nobody blocked number 8 coming through.
Yeah, jumping in was, Titus Troy coming in on the punt cover team, and now Northwest sets up, and now they can open up their offense a bit at the 30-yard line of Concord. 1st and 10, best starting field position the entire game for anybody, and Northwest trying to get back in it. We do have a score here. Yeah, Robinson up 28-0 over West Rowan.
Big time.
Coach Seidel's group not messing around at all. Irwin, Concord, here they come. Faking it, stumbles, steps away from pressure. Irwin's going to keep it and slide. What should have been a couple-yard loss. Irwin scrambles for about 8. Hudson Irwin doing a nice job keeping his feet. We'll say 5, actually, to the Concord 25-yard line. About to get to their Pizza Hut red zone.
Yeah, that was just a great job by the Northwest quarterback. Looked like he was definitely sacked for about a 7 or 8 yard loss.
Did a little dance move to split the defense and wisely did the slide. 2nd and 5 for the Northwest offense. Irwin giving some instructions, sends 2 receivers to the right. It's like you got Barnett over there and McLean.
4 seconds on the ball clock here.
Northwest has been taking a long time. Troy with the handoff. Steps between defenders, but tackled shy of the first down.
And here comes another flag.
It would be 3rd and short, but let's see about the flag there.
I think there's going to be a hold on Northwest.
So wipe off the short game by Troy and back up Northwest again.
That's what it appears to be. It could be on Concord, though. Could be illegal use to the illegal use of the hands.
Long discussion here. The official
holding
on the D. Oh wow, that's unusual on a run play, but Northwest will take it and should be right at the first down. You'll see that on pass plays all the time on the defense, but not so much on running plays. So, well, unusual. Yeah. So they're Pizza Hut red zone, 3-yard pickup for Troy, and then 10 yards on the hold penalty defensively down to the 15 of Concord.
Yeah, if that's the NFL, that's a 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Exactly. So Irwin ready to go. Quick toss, new running back in, being spread out. 10-yard line, still going. We'll go in for the touchdown.
22.
Getting that is Malachi Norris, shifting over from the defense, saying, I got some ledge, and I will tie things up from 15 yards out. So the bad snap on the punt and the short field for Northwest pays dividends.
And the missed extra points coming up big, too.
Might be right here, yeah. Ready for Matt to tack on the extra point. Good snap, gets away. It's a short one, but it is good. So Northwest edges out to a 1-point lead as you're listening to Radio Free Cabarrus.
Remember, free delivery. That's free delivery at Cannon Pharmacy with great locations to serve you in Kannapolis, Concord, Mooresville, and Charlotte. You get all the details, CannonPharmacies.com. Again, CannonPharmacies.com. Your hometown drugstore, great friendly people, and a modern convenience. Again, that's CannonPharmacies.com. Read all about it in the Independent Tribune. That's your hometown newspaper. The Independent Tribune, independenttribune.com, features local news, features, and everything you want to know about Cabarrus County and Southern Rowan County. And, of course, they're published on Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. The unifying voice of Greater Cabarrus County is the Independent Tribune. Of course, lots of special features online at the Independent Tribune, including some video from time to time. To subscribe, call 704-789-9162.
Northwest got the short field with a bad snap, 30 yards, and capped off from 15 yards out by Malachi Norris.
Yeah, that botch punt really hurting right here.
And you even go back, well, the missed extra point and the drop by Davis.
Yep.
Some mistakes by Concord have let Northwest off the hook a little bit.
But you still got plenty of time. You got 7:55 here for Concord to go down and try to score again.
Mack ready to go. It's been an effective kickoff. High and fairly deep. Taken at the side of the 10-yard line. 15 running to the big room for Davis. 40, kicker to beat.
That's a face mask. That's a face mask right there.
No flag thrown, but Davis got across midfield, almost to the Northwest 40-yard line. Mack did a good job of forcing them back to the coverage and finally tackled from behind. There is a flag.
Yeah, we do have a flag right here. What if it's going to be a block in the back on Concord?
Yeah, that looks like it's in that area. So this, yep, it's a hold on the return, and so back up this return from the 30-yard line to the 20. Davis's nice play is wiped out there. So tough break for the Spiders. Northwest will take advantage. Huff leading South Met 7-0 on the Cannon Pharmacy scoreboard. Weddington over Porter Ridge 14-0. Of course, we had Robinson easily over West Rowan 28-0, and they're still halfway through the second quarter. And Mount Pleasant over Parkwood latest check 14-0.
There's still no change there.
So Concord will start at their own 20-yard line.
Concord had a good return.
Hey, special.
Again, emptying out the backfield. Concord thinks they can pass here and get some. Now bringing a man to the backfield. Whistles blow before Sanders gets back there.
Timeout Concord.
Spiders will take their final timeout, and we'll take a break with them. Northwest has gone up by 1.
Once upon a time is right now. Escape to the Renaissance Festival, a time-traveling adventure. Huzzah! Saturdays and Sundays, October 4th through November 23rd.
It's time for the Renaissance Festival! Shopping! Food!
Men in tights.
Hi!
Enjoy foolish good times at the Carolina Renaissance Festival.
Time travel to a land of legend. Jousting knights, mermaids, fairies, dragons. Oh my!
Join the damsels and brave knights at the Carolina Renaissance Festival.
Eat, drink, be merry at the Renaissance Festival. Presented by Pepsi. Tickets limited while supplies last. Online only at renfestinfo.com.
Don't miss the jousting, feasting, and jesting at the Carolina Renaissance Festival. It's a royal blast.
$2 per ticket with discount coupons available at Harris Teeter stores region-wide. Oh, jolly good. Don't miss the Renaissance Festival. Huzzah!
Northwest up by 1 here, 14-13. Concord starts a new drive at their 20-yard line. Handoff to Sanders. Sanders' initial running room, but closes down pretty quickly. Did get out to the 24-yard line where it will be second down. Trying to keep that Northwest defense. We'll say 5 yards, actually.
Yeah, they got him at the 25 or 26.
All right. It is a 26-yard line. 2nd and 4 from that point. For Northwest, this is their final home regular season game. We do expect them to be in the playoffs and might have some home games there. Travel to West Rowan next week and finish up with J.M. Robinson. Sanders returns to the backfield for the second down play. 7 minutes to go till the Ben-Minot halftime show. Brown with a short catch, struggling forward, and will be just a hair shy of that first down.
We got a flag here at the 25-yard line.
Right where the pass was caught.
Is that going to be a face mask?
Another hold or a face mask. Definitely has slowed the game down a bit. Antonio Brown shifted over from the backup QB a year ago, playing defense and offense. Either side seems to... Oh, illegal shift, I think that is. Oh, illegal participation. So back up 5 yards. I think that is a loss of down. So what would have been 3rd and short becomes 3rd and 9. So apparently there was one too many players out there. So 3rd and 9 back to the 21. So they're trying to count the players out here. Who would have?
I counted 11 both times.
All right, well, maybe somebody did not get off the field or was hanging on the sideline. I don't know. Concord definitely confused by that call. Officials say, all right, let's go. And we're going. 3rd and 9 back to the 21-yard line.
Big stand here for the Concord or the Northwest defense. You can't give Concord the first down if you're Northwest.
Concord would like to keep a drive going. Sanders to the right side. Black looks that way. Scrambles to the left. Throws off his back foot and short hops it. And actually the Northwest defender had a better shot at grabbing that one, that being McLean. Incomplete, and it's 4th down. So suddenly the Concord offense has stalled. Let's see who, is it still going to be Penninger? Yep, Penninger coming out. We're going to try again on this punt.
Hey, they've got somebody over there.
McLean goes back deep.
Hey, tell Caleb to get over there. Hey, we got a receiver over there wide open, guys. Now we got one over here. Now we got one here.
Penninger ready to go. Player late coming on for Northwest. And clock ticks down to 0. And Concord has no timeouts. That's a delay of game, and we'll back them up to the 16-yard line. Most of the confusion was on the Northwest side, but for whatever reason, Concord waited it out. Not sure why they waited so long. In any case, it'll now be 4th and 14. And Pinniger just outside his end zone. Gets a good snap this time. Good rush. Hangs it up high, not particularly deep. And it takes a neutral bounce in front of St. Now takes a northwest bounce. And they'll get it at the 27-yard line. So that ends up being only 11-yard punt. Yeah, so far the not to knock the young man, but the new punter is not working out so well. First one wasn't really his fault. Heavy rush that time and forced a bad punt, and Northwest going to try to take advantage of really good field position again.
And the punter, Pinniger, wanted to know why he was not running into the kicker. I think he was blocked into him.
Yeah, if it's even deflected a little bit, you can do whatever to the punter. Irwin with Troy next to him. VinMinded.com halftime show, home with the lifetime warranty. We will have the band. Here they come down the hill, by the way. Troy had a good initial run, bounces off, and goes inside 25 to about the 23-yard line. Elijah Williams in on that tackle.
Yeah, I mean, they've done a pretty good job keeping him contained tonight.
But you start 2 drives inside the 30.
Yeah, that hurts.
That's a problem. See what they do with McLean out here to the right. He's been kind of quiet. They're really shading him, it appears. 2 receivers left. Troy, handoff to the right and held up nicely there.
By number 2?
Yeah, Davis holding his ground, made a nice stop, and Troy, minimal gain, maybe a couple that way. 3rd down coming up. And Northwest might be in 4-down territory. Right outside the Pizza Hut red zone at the 23. 5.5 to go until that halftime break. Now sending McLean and Barnett to the left side. Surprised they don't have that. There's that big tight end to the right. Whips it out to the right. Call. Should be a 1st down. Wiggles away. And finally, Caleb Bryant just doing the old pinball thing. And should have the 1st down.
I see where they spotted that.
See about the final spot. Needed to get to the 17. It's close over there. Of course, on the opposite end from the sticks.
1st down.
Official eyes it, says, nope, don't bring him over. He's got it. Inside the Pizza Hut red zone. Home of your favorite, Chris, the Tuscany pasta. And,
yep.
Of course, the Tuesday special they've been having recently with the personal pan pizzas.
You said they were $3-something?
$3 each on Tuesdays. Troy again to the right side. Good. Him blocking 10. He'll have the 1st and goal to go at the 5-yard line. Titus Troy, patient running that time.
And that might be his biggest play from scrimmage right there.
It is. 12-yard pickup. Really, the biggest run was that TD run by Malachi Norris. Northwest going quick. Troy has it, and this time stopped for nothing. Antonio Brown leading the charge. A couple other white jerseys under there as well. One of the Spider players slow to get up. And he's all right. Yeah, the bottom of the pile for Concord, that was Easton Tucker.
Yeah, and Concord's punching at the ball here.
2nd and goal just outside the 5-yard line. Now we got Malachi Norris as the running back. He'll get the handoff, get that student body right. He'll go in for the 2nd touchdown of the game for him. I mean, Chris, you got to love the way those receivers blocked out there.
Yep. And if you're Concord, you got to be expecting that when you see 22 coming into the backfield.
It's like he's as big as Troy back there, and Norris gets touchdown run number 2 of the game.
And he might be a little faster.
He probably is. I can see that. It's up to Big Matt now to get point number 21. Whistles blow as the ball is kicked. Let's see what was called there. Some sort of penalty against Concord. It was declined. They'll just go ahead and try to kick it through.
He did this was legal participation, so they'll assess it on the kickoff.
So they'll kick from the 45. Very good. Oh, a line drive. Did it sneak on through?
Yes,
it did.
It did.
Wasn't pretty, but you don't get points for
prettiness.
Exactly. For style. 21-13, Northwest up by 8.
Get the deal you want on the vehicle you want whenever you want with Shop, Click, and Drive at BenMinot.com. It's 5 easy steps. You pick and click your vehicle, you estimate the payment, apply for credit, even schedule delivery, all online 24/7 without leaving home. Take the tour and get started now. Shop, Click, and Drive at BenMinot.com. Again, Shop, Click, and Drive, BenMinot.com today.
Kick your boring lunch to the curb with Pizza Hut's unlimited lunch buffet. Dive into limitless pizzas straight from the oven and rich Tuscany pastas. And don't forget the crisp salads and freshly baked desserts. Your favorites are always hot, delicious, and ready when you are. So send the cold cuts packing and head to the unlimited lunch buffet. Not valid for delivery. Dine-in or carry-out varies by location. Lunch times, prices, buffet selection, and participation may vary.
So Northwest caps off another short drive, 27 yards. Last drive was 30 yards. The first drive was 80 yards, and most of that on one play.
Yeah, like you say, you mentioned is you can't give like Northwest Star possessions inside the 30 or 30-yard line.
Can't give anybody that, but definitely a good team. I mean, it's just that adds up to trouble. Northwest up 21-13, and the Trojans to their advantage. You know, it's kind of nice you bring in Malachi Norris with a little extra speed and just as much size as your starting running back, and 2 runs, 2 touchdowns.
Update real quick on the Cannon Pharmacy scoreboard here, John. Mount Pleasant's up 21-0.
Over Parkwood. Mount's going to finish up with Monroe and West Stanley.
2 tough games.
Yep. Here's Mack. And did that go out of bounds? So Concord can take it at their 35-yard line, which is what they'll probably do. Robinson 42, West Royan 0 at the half, so they'll have a running clock in the second half. Pretty amazing because, I mean, West Royan is certainly no slouch. And
yeah, but Concord beat them pretty good too, didn't they?
Not that much, but in fact, West Royan's quarterback was out most of that game, so Concord caught a bit of a break. But yeah, Concord won. And right now, all the momentum's on the Trojan side, taking advantage of no turnovers, but a couple of shaky punt attempts. And Black still has 4-12, but no timeouts. End around and hit in the backfield. And did Northwest take that back? Northwest says they have it on a fumble.
Northwest has it.
Handoff to Sanders. He coughed it up, and Northwest in great field position, taking it back. First official turnover of the game. You know, and you go back to that early play, that literally the first play for scrimmage for Northwest, where they could have easily had a turnover themselves, avoided it.
Yep.
And not to say Northwest has gotten a little lucky tonight. They have. They've been very good as well. But suddenly Concord has just lost what momentum they had to start the game. Of course, all the scores we've been mentioning, part of the Cannon Pharmacy scoreboard. And we appreciate all they do. So Northwest again, 3rd straight drive inside the 30-yard line. This one at the 28. Hudson Irwin, Titus Troy back there, keeping all the receivers tight. See if they spread those guys out or have them block. Oh, fall to the fumble, Irwin. And see, that's how it's been for Northwest tonight. Any miscues, they've covered up pretty well. Still a 3-yard loss, maybe a 4-yard loss. 2nd and 14, back to the 33-yard line. The blocking was so good, Chris, that Irwin was just able to jump on that thing.
Yeah, and he went after it where Colin Black, Colin Black should have fell on that ball, but he kind of didn't go after it. But he's the quarterback. Do you want to get him hurt? You're diving in the middle of a scrum for a loose ball.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The blocking was so good, it really didn't hurt him. Irwin crossfade, sends it deep to the right for McLean. Over the middle, actually, just too far in front of him. Davis half a step behind him on the post route.
He picked it up off the ground pretty good. It bounced right into his hands. He picked it up and kept running.
Unfortunately, this is not rugby, so had been a good rugby throw. 3rd and 14, probably in 4-down territory.
Here comes the big tight end in, John.
Yeah, Lucas Walker. I mean, yeah, he's got a big number, and he just stands out in that group of receivers. And look how they keep everybody tight. 3rd down. Now on the end around, looking for blocking from McLean. McLean wanted to take it. He'll have the first down and more inside the 10-yard line. McLean just kind of hid back there on the left side, and almost like a Statue of Liberty play, rumbles 24 yards for a 1st and goal. Yeah, we know Josiah McLean, one of the captains tonight.
And number 1 for Concord's down on an illegal crackback that they didn't pick up, and the rest did not catch.
Elijah Williams is down, and when you say illegal crackback, it means is out of his essentially line of sight.
Yeah, and his numbers his back number was facing the offensive player.
And you hate to see that. 26-yard pickup, but Elijah Williams is being tended to. He's a key player because he plays virtually every down, particularly on special teams. 3:14 to go. Well, that's my birthday. Those of you who are the Pi Day.
3:14?
Yeah, March 14th.
All right, everybody out there that heard it, get John a present. Send it to him.
Send Pi.
Cash app him, do whatever.
But we're more concerned about number 1 here, Elijah Williams, as he is on the ground at the 25-yard line. And you hate to see that. I didn't see that block, but you did, and you hate to see that happen. Looks like he's being helped to his feet. Hopefully just not the windmill, having to be helped up a little bit and keeping weight off the right foot. That part doesn't look good. Of course, as Jerry Hathcock would say, we wish him a speedy spider recovery. But that doesn't look too good there.
No, he's probably done for the game.
But for Northwest, they've scored 2 straight touchdowns and are looking for number 3 right here. See if Titus Troy, been given the touchdown runs to Malachi Norris. Troy says, I want one here. It was a long walk for the training staff and Elijah Williams to get over to the sidelines. Just to say, okay, we can go now. Troy straight up the gut on the 1st and goal from outside the 7-yard line. Got about 4 there for the 2nd and goal coming up. Witherspoon listed on the play.
Mounts up 21-0 at halftime.
That's their game against Parkwood, setting up their final 2-game run. We mentioned against Monroe and West Stanley. Troy's a deep back here. Kind of a pistol play for the 2nd and goal outside the 3-yard line. Got Lucas Walker as a blocking tight end. Plays taken down, and Northwest saying we want a timeout ourselves. They'll use their 2nd timeout of the game, up by 8.
Cakes and cookies, toys and gifts.
It's the shopping event of the season, the Southern Christmas Show, November 13th through 23rd at the Park Expo and Conference Center. Experience Santa's workshop, brimming with timeless childhood delights, twinkling lights, and festive cheer. Buy tickets at southernChristmasShow.com, courtesy of Kraft Body Scan.
Let's go to the Southern Christmas Show.
Wilkinson Funeral Home is proud to offer the very best in personal and professional service to you and your family in your time of need. They're nestled on a peaceful 16-acre hilltop off Branchview Drive in Concord, and a full-service funeral home that recognizes the importance of tradition and faith, and they strive to create services as unique as your loved one. They also offer a variety of options for pre-planning. You can relieve your family of the burden of making those decisions in a time of emergency. Call Wilkinson Funeral Home 704-786-3168.
Following Northwest's second timeout of this half, they have a 2nd and goal just outside the 3-yard line. Man in motion to the right side. That's Lucas Walker, and they'll run that way. Guess who? Malachi Norris tripped up. He'll still, and there's a flag thrown in. Didn't quite make it to the pylon there, and a late flag thrown. We'll see about it as those receivers were out there leading the way. If it's against Northwest, I would back them up a bit with 2:20 to go in this half.
Are they going to get Concord for a face mask here?
It was crowded down there as Norris was looking for 3 runs and 3 touchdowns. Flag is right at the 3-yard line. Oh, it's another. It is a face mask, so that is half the distance to the goal. Now, do they redo the down on this one, or I don't know if Norris got anything that way, but it would push the ball inside the 2. So Norris has run for 15 yards and a touchdown.
Yes, they should repeat 2nd down.
Yeah, 6 yards and a touchdown, but only got a yard there. And that is indeed the case. 2nd and goal from inside the 2. Going to bring everybody in for Irwin, and Troy returns to the backfield. Goes straight up the gut. And it's a touchdown. Titus Troy from 2 yards out gets his 12th touchdown of the year. Caps off a 29-yard drive for the Trojans. Troy says, I want this one. And Northwest 3 straight touchdowns.
20. This would be, 21 straight points?
That would be it if this extra point's good. Of course, Owen Mack, low snap, gets away long enough, and it's certainly good. 28-13, Northwest with the ones saying.
Once upon a time is right now. Escape to the Renaissance Festival, a time-traveling adventure. Huzzah! Saturdays and Sundays, October 4th through November 23rd.
It's time for the Renaissance Festival! Shopping! Food!
Men in tights.
Hi!
Enjoy foolish good times at the Carolina Renaissance Festival.
Time travel to a land of legend. Jousting knights, mermaids, fairies, dragons. Oh my!
Join the damsels and brave knights at the Carolina Renaissance Festival.
Eat, drink, be merry at the Renaissance Festival. Presented by Pepsi. Tickets limited while supplies last. Online only at renfestinfo.com.
Don't miss the jousting, feasting, and jesting at the Carolina Renaissance Festival. It's a royal blast.
$2 per ticket with discount coupons available at Harris Teeter stores region-wide. Oh, jolly good. Don't miss the Renaissance Festival. Huzzah!
Northwest drives of 30 yards, 27 yards, 29 yards. That's a killer right there if you're a Concord Spider fan.
Yes, it is.
Not to pick on Andrew Davis because I've lauded him quite a bit, but that drop and then the bad snap ever since that point for Concord has set up Northwest in great situations here. A bad punt and then the fumble. Here comes Owen Mack. High, not particularly deep kick. And takes a bounce, taking it at the 20-yard line and stumbles right there. That's where Concord will set up shop. And even though that's a short kick, it's good coverage by Northwest. And Concord has 2:09 and 0 timeouts to try to make something happen. And Northwest starts the second half with the ball.
Yep, and Northwest ain't had but one really big play. They've had like 30 yards to go every time to get touchdowns.
Although that one play tied up the game essentially early on and really took the momentum away from the Spiders. So we'll see what Black and Sanders in the backfield, 2 receivers either way. Man in motion, we'll send 3 receivers left. Gives it off to Sanders, initial running room to the right side. gets just shy of the 30-yard line. We're double checking some scores on the Cannon Pharmacy scoreboard. Mooresville over Davie County 14-3. Weddington continues to roll over Porter Ridge 28-0. And Corvian over the Community School of Davidson. We saw them a year ago against Mount Pleasant 13-7. And Corvian's one of the better teams in that league. 2nd and 5 out to the 29-yard line. 1:30 to go. Concord just trying to get settled here after giving up these 3 straight touchdowns. They would like to get a first down. Gilbert in motion. Now, was that a legal motion? Because there were still 2 seconds on the play clock.
They got illegal procedure on Concord.
Some sort of movement, but the 5 yards just gained will back them up another 5.
Where Northwest was getting all the penalties, now Concord's getting them all.
At least early on. Palisades over Providence 14-0. Chambers over North Meck 7-6.
And that Corvian, didn't they just win like the 2 or 3A basketball championship? I think they did.
They won one of those, you're right. One of the better, smaller schools in the area. I think they're a private school, but you get some of those at the lower levels now. 2nd and 10, back to the 23-yard line. Man in motion again, faking it. Now Black wants it deep to the right side, looking for Brown, stumbling and out of bounds, no good. 3rd down coming up. Brown got turned around about 3 times there trying to find that ball. Again, halftime show, Chris. We'll take a little break here. I'll finish up my dinner. And, of course, it's the BenMinded.com halftime show, home of the lifetime warranty, BenMinded.com. Appreciate them being a long-time sponsor of our halftime show. Next week, we expect you and somebody else to be back at Concord as they host Salisbury for senior night. Whipped out to the right side. Minimal gain, if anything. Antonio Brown made that nice grab, but mostly for naught. Fourth down coming up, and Pinniger will come out, and punting has been an adventure for him in not such a good way. Sometimes you have an adventure and it's fun. Not in this case.
Wonder why Beltrane's not kicking.
That's an excellent question. As a timeout, looks like it's given over to Northwest Cabarrus as they want to make a final drive here. We'll take it with them. 1:10 to go. Northwest by 15.
Get the deal you want on the vehicle you want whenever you want with Shop, Click, and Drive at BenMinded.com. It's 5 easy steps. You pick and click your vehicle, you estimate the payment, apply for credit, even schedule delivery, all online 24/7 without leaving home. Take the tour and get started now. Shop, Click, and Drive at BenMinded.com. Again, Shop, Click, and Drive, BenMinded.com today.
Kick your boring lunch to the curb with Pizza Hut's unlimited lunch buffet. Dive into limitless pizzas straight from the oven and rich Tuscany pastas. And don't forget the crisp salads and freshly baked desserts. Your favorites are always hot, delicious, and ready when you are. So send the cold cuts packing and head to the unlimited lunch buffet. Not valid for delivery. Dine-in or carry-out varies by location. Lunch times, prices, buffet selection, and participation may vary.
Pinniger faces a heavy rush, may have been partially blocked, and dribbles out to their own 45-yard line. That's where Northwest will set up shop. Only 2 seconds ran off the clock there. Okay. I'm not sure about that, but in any case, Northwest used up their last timeout with that one, and they're just trying to, once again, get good field position, which is done very well for them.
Coach Shepherds want to know why it was not roughing the running into the kicker or roughing the kicker.
And my thing is, how did only 2 seconds go off and it rolled out to the 48-yard line? In any case, that's where the Trojans actually one of their worst starting field positions in the last several drives. Irwin, Choi in the backfield. Irwin wants it deep, sending everybody into the pattern. Out to the left side, caught. Turns back towards the middle, the tight end, and he'll have the first down. Yep. Shane Lucas Walker. I just saw those stats on him, and it's like he hasn't caught that many, and yet he is a huge target. I mean, at the high school level, having that sort of tight end, you don't see that a lot. Going quickly. Irwin, short catch again to Lucas Walker. Minimal gain. As good job that time about 24 for Concord, and that's Kiwi Ballstick.
And
now,
Walker's down.
Lucas Walker, he was he was tackled in an awkward position there. Ballstick was right on him and said, "Get him low before he gets going." Down on his side right now after pretty much no gain. Got the 12 yards in the first down previous catch with 41 seconds to go. Being tended to right now. Let's step aside with the injury timeout.
Get the deal you want on the vehicle you want whenever you want with Shop, Click, and Drive at benminot.com. It's 5 easy steps. You pick and click your vehicle, you estimate the payment, apply for credit, even schedule delivery, all online 24/7 without leaving home. Take the tour and get started now. Shop, Click, and Drive at benminot.com. Again, Shop, Click, and Drive, benminot.com today.
Kick your boring lunch to the curb with Pizza Hut's unlimited lunch buffet. Dive into limitless pizzas straight from the oven and rich Tuscany pastas. And don't forget the crisp salads and freshly baked desserts. Your favorites are always hot, delicious, and ready when you are. So send the cold cuts packing and head to the unlimited lunch buffet. Not valid for delivery. Dine-in or carry-out varies by location. Lunch times, prices, buffet selection, and participation may vary.
Remember, free delivery. That's free delivery at Cannon Pharmacy with great locations to serve you in Kannapolis, Concord, Mooresville, and Charlotte. You get all the details, CannonPharmacies.com. Again, CannonPharmacies.com. Your hometown drugstore, great friendly people, and a modern convenience. Again, that's CannonPharmacies.com.
So Shane Lucas Walker being helped out and kind of ginger on that right side ankle, kind of similar to the injury we saw with Elijah Williams. But 2nd and 10. Following no gain. Play clock should they start the clock. Irwin dropping back, looking to the right side, sends it that way. Caught and out of bounds. Nice play that time. And caught by Caleb Bryant.
Yep, good play. Stops the clock. We got a scoring update here from Mark, West Cabarrus 20, Coxmill 14 at halftime.
That's going to be turning into a rivalry with the closeness in the same conference for those schools. 3rd and a long 2. 33 seconds to go. Again, no timeouts. Northwest see if they call 2 plays. They'll give off to Troy. Troy hitting the backfield and then surges forward for that first down. So that'll stop the clock momentarily. About a 7-yard pickup. And Northwest ready to go. And yeah, they'll just spike the ball. Now, Chris, the rule used to be you couldn't line up in the shotgun and spike the ball, but they changed that a couple years ago. You had to go under center to actually spike the ball.
Yeah. I was watching a game on YouTube one time, like 2 months ago, and the kid did that, and the Whitecap called it intentional grounding.
Yeah. It's like, I think that is the rule. I mean, you spike it immediately. You can't fake it. You can't, you got to do it when you catch it. 2nd and 10, 24 seconds to go. Still time for Northwest to get a gain. Deep to the front of the end zone.
That's going to be a bad call right there.
Tipped away the left side. There's a flag in the backfield.
They're going to get number 10 for hit. Ooh, I thought they got number 10 for a blow to the head.
It's actually going to be against Northwest Cabarrus. I didn't see the actual call.
It was a hold. So
that's the 10-yard. See, anytime it's in the backfield now, it's just a straight-up 10-yard penalty with 20 seconds to go. So Concord will take that at this point, you would think. Well, they're marching Concord's way. There we go. Get back to the 38. So it is 2nd and 20. So that's a change. If the penalties in the backfield is not marked from the spot. Man in motion. Looking that way. Now screen to the right side for Troy. Troy trying to get away and out of bounds. 14 seconds correction. Got about 5 yards to the right side. Did stop the clock, though.
That's a load of a young man to bring down.
2 and only a sophomore.
The future's bright here at Northwest Cabarrus with him.
3rd and 16, though. Didn't get as much. 34-yard line. Now, Northwest if they got to get the first, if any play that stops in the middle of the field that's not a first down, it's pretty much halftime. Right side, knocked away at the last moment. Intended for Bryant. Didn't see who knocked it away.
Number 28.
Yeah, Khalil Robinson, haven't called his name tonight. He's a sophomore. 4th and 14, and now Northwest with 11 seconds to go will pretty much go for the end zone from the 34-yard line.
They're going to try the field goal here.
Okay, so they're going to try to a 51-yard field goal or 50-yard field goal. This is a really short mark-off. I've never seen a 6-yard mark-off, but it's a 50-yard field goal with Hudson Irwin, the holder. All right, we did this a week ago. The whistles blow as the ball snapped. Ball disappears into the night.
Delay a game on Northwest.
That's unfortunate. That about made it. Now, do you take, if you're Concord, you take the result of the play?
Yeah, you decline that penalty, get the ball at the 20.
Yeah. Don't want to give Northwest another shot and take another play. You got 10 seconds to go. Well, we're going to see here. Northwest goes to their sideline as the band parents and fans give out a well-deserved shout to their group. It will be the BenMynet.com halftime show, so are they going to be able to try it again? Why, the ball wasn't moved. Thought it was delay a game. And they did not respot the ball. So Irwin lined up in the offensive formation, going for Hail Mary. Not sure what happened here. In any case, Irwin will be sacked from behind. Dropped down there by Harrison Grant. Grant says, okay, you're going to get an extra play. Turnover on downs, so that stops the clock with 6 seconds to go.
6 seconds remaining.
That's unusual with the 3-man rush, but Grant got there.
Yeah, I agree with you, John. That ball's never respotted.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. Well, Concord's at their own 30 or own 40 correction. I mean, Colin Black could let it air out if he wanted to. See if the Spiders play it safe or air it out. One play away from the BenMynet.com halftime show. Spiders hustle out. Northwest scoring 3 straight touchdowns. And those 3 TDs, drives of 30 yards and shorter.
And they're going streaks here.
Yeah, 5 receivers emptying out the backfield. Northwest rushing 6. Short pass caught by Davis. Davis looking for running room. Still going, crossing midfield to the 43-yard line. Got 17. Naturally, that runs out the play as it runs out the clock.
Oh, wait a minute. We got something here.
Flag on the play.
What we got here?
The announcer was about to say meaningless yardage. Well, maybe not.
And this is on the defense. The game continues.
Cannot end on a defensive penalty. Officials are talking. We've had a bunch of penalties tonight. The announcer spoke too soon, maybe. Officials discuss. The band is being waved off the field. Not yet.
I hate it for the xylophone player and the big drummer down there. He's got to pull all that equipment off.
Yeah, it's like, okay, we were ready. We were ready. And Concord headed to their sideline.
Are they going to wave this off?
Long discussion. Officials still. And
illegal
participation against the defense. So that's 5 more yards. And 1 untimed play to the 38-yard line. So 1 play here for the Spiders. Oh, that's a 10-yard penalty. 15. All of a sudden, Concord has a shot at the Northwest 28-yard line.
See, he went behind the head.
The 28-yard line. So Concord got a short 17-yard pickup. Seemingly meaningless, but maybe not anymore.
Yeah, and Beltrane's going to kick this field goal.
Okay, will be from 45 yards out, certainly well within his range, and could get Concord within 12. Alexis Rosario Beltran. Colin Blatt's the holder. Northwest fans, low snap, ball down, kick is away, and it's going to be well left. Even with the bad snap, Black gave his kicker a chance.
Yep.
You got to give him credit for that, but obviously threw the timing off and well to the left.
Yeah, and he definitely had the leg. He kicked it quick, too.
Yeah. Good effort, but field goal well wide left, and now the band can take the field. And
Beltran's upset with himself. He's like,
I should have had a shot on that. Yeah. I mean, Colin Blatt did. I mean, it was a low snap. He brought it off the ground, gave his guy a chance. Can't ask for too much more with that. But still, Northwest finishes on a roll here. 3 straight touchdowns, and they'll get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, and Concord's defense got to come out and play good in that and switch, coming out of the second half here. If they can do that and, get a touchdown, they can make it interesting.
All right. Going to enjoy the band performance after this break from BenMonitor.com. Coming up, Northwest 28, Concord 13.
Get the deal you want on the vehicle you want whenever you want with Shop, Click, and Drive at BenMonitor.com. It's 5 easy steps. You pick and click your vehicle, you estimate the payment, apply for credit, even schedule delivery, all online 24/7 without leaving home. Take the tour and get started now. Shop, Click, and Drive at BenMonitor.com. Again, Shop, Click, and Drive, BenMonitor.com today.
Kick your boring lunch to the curb with Pizza Hut's unlimited lunch buffet. Dive into limitless pizzas straight from the oven and rich Tuscany pastas. And don't forget the crisp salads and freshly baked desserts. Your favorites are always hot, delicious, and ready when you are. So send the cold cuts packing and head to the unlimited lunch buffet. Not valid for delivery. Dine-in or carry-out varies by location. Lunch times, prices, buffet selection, and participation may vary.
Wilkinson Funeral Home is proud to offer the very best in personal and professional service to you and your family in your time of need. They're nestled on a peaceful 16-acre hilltop off Branchview Drive in Concord, and a full-service funeral home that recognizes the importance of tradition and faith, and they strive to create services as unique as your loved one. They also offer a variety of options for pre-planning. You can relieve your family of the burden of making those decisions in a time of emergency. Call Wilkinson Funeral Home 704-786-3168.
Cakes and cookies, toys and gifts.
It's the shopping event of the season, the Southern Christmas Show, November 13th through 23rd at the Park Expo and Conference Center. Experience Santa's workshop, brimming with timeless childhood delights, twinkling lights, and festive cheer. Buy tickets at SouthernChristmasShow.com, courtesy of Kraft Body Scan.
Let's go to the Southern Christmas Show.
No one does high school sports coverage like Mark Clemens and John Von Cannon, and it's right here on your hometown station. RadioFreeCabarrus.com.
It is the BenMonitor.com halftime show. Northwest Cabarrus 28 and Concord 13. The band getting in position here, and going to try to get rolling in just a second. But Concord had a fantastic first drive, 90 yards, used up almost half of the first quarter, capped off by a Davis 1-yard plunge. Extra point was good, 7-0. Now, the next drive for Northwest, their first drive, may say only 2 plays, but the first play was nearly a turnover. Ended up Hudson Irwin was under heavy pressure, appeared to fumble, but was ruled correctly a forward pass to his running back, who wisely dropped the ball and had fumbled it. Concord thought they had recovered, but it was ruled a forward pass, and then the very next play was an 80-yard bomb to their receiver, Keyshawn Barnett, who made the grab at midfield, outran the defense. Nothing Concord could do about it, and they tied it up at 7. Concord did score on a long play themselves from Black to Earl, but then 3 short drives aided by shaky special teams play, and then a fumble, the only real turnover of the game. And for Northwest, they scored those 3 straight. The extra point, by the way, for the second Concord touchdown was no good. And it's 28-13. All right, I think we're about ready for the band. We'll come back with another recap of the first half. Look ahead to the second half. Enjoy halftime. BenMonitor.com halftime show. Northwest up by 15.
Let's hear it for the Trojan Marching Band. And their representation, Gasoline Dreams, a tribute, no doubt, to the motorsports heritage.
And as the old newspaper writer used to say, the band played well at halftime and appreciate the enthusiastic support for the Northwest Cabarrus Trojan Marching Band. And the football team's doing pretty well, too. Northwest Cabarrus 28 and Concord 13 at the BenMyatt.com halftime show. We'll take a long break and come back with a recap of the first half and look ahead a little bit. And might have time to talk some other football as you're listening to Radio Free Cabarrus.
Once upon a time is right now. Escape to the Renaissance Festival, a time-traveling adventure.
Huzzah!
Saturdays and Sundays, October 4th through November 23rd.
It's time for the Renaissance Festival! Shopping! Food!
Men in tights.
Hi!
Enjoy foolish good times at the Carolina Renaissance Festival.
Time travel to a land of legend. Jousting knights, mermaids, fairies, dragons. Oh my!
Join the damsels and brave knights at the Carolina Renaissance Festival.
Eat, drink, be merry at the Renaissance Festival. Presented by Pepsi. Tickets limited while supplies last. Online only at renfestinfo.com.
Don't miss the jousting, feasting, and jesting at the Carolina Renaissance Festival. It's a royal blast.
$2 per ticket with discount coupons available at Harris Teeter stores region-wide. Oh, jolly good. Don't miss the Renaissance Festival. Huzzah!
Read all about it in the Independent Tribune. That's your hometown newspaper. The Independent Tribune, independenttribune.com, features local news, features, and everything you want to know about Cabarrus County and Southern Rowan County. And, of course, they're published on Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. The unifying voice of Greater Cabarrus County is the Independent Tribune. Of course, lots of special features online at the Independent Tribune, including some video from time to time. To subscribe, call 704-789-9162. Remember, free delivery. That's free delivery at Cannon Pharmacy, with great locations to serve you in Kannapolis, Concord, Mooresville, and Charlotte. You get all the details, CannonPharmacies.com. Again, CannonPharmacies.com. Your hometown drugstore, great friendly people, and a modern convenience. Again, that's CannonPharmacies.com.
No one does high school sports coverage like Mark Clemens and John Von Cannon, and it's right here on your hometown station. RadioFreeCabarrus.com.
On the BenMinot.com halftime show, BenMinot.com, home of the lifetime warranty, where it is Northwest Cabarrus 28 and Concord 13. And, Chris, there are a couple of key moments, I think. Literally the first play for scrimmage, Concord just driven 90 yards, used up half of the first quarter, 7-0. First play for scrimmage for Northwest, a near turnover, ruled correctly, an incomplete forward pass. Nice play by Tice Troy to drop a forward pass in the backfield, and literally the next play, an 80-yard bomb.
Yep. I mean, that was a nice play. And, he leaked in behind the receiver, and what a cannon from the quarterback, out here from Northwest to hook up with him, and, 80 yards later, it's tied up 7-7.
But then Concord, scored again, 13-7 lead, missed the extra point, and then they had the ball, and wide open play for Davis, in and out of his hands, maybe slightly behind him. Would have been a big gain. Forced a punt, and on that punt, bad snap, and the punter, a knee one, forced to eat the ball, and that was the first of 3 straight short drives for Northwest.
Yeah, John, I was out talking to one of the deputies out here that I've known for a while. He says when, he thinks Concord's got a really good team. He said, but when you're giving the ball to Northwest, inside the 40 and 30-yard line, he said Northwest is too good for that. You're going to score every time.
I mean, they got 2 running backs. I mean, you got Titus Troy to soften you up, and then Malachi Norris just jumps right in, and Hudson Irwin, he doesn't complete 50% of his passes, just shy of that on the year so far, but certainly very capable, and he's shown that tonight. And Concord is just, Northwest mistakes haven't hurt them. Concord's has hurt them.
Yep.
And that's where we go. Our other Cannon Pharmacy halftime scores, I think, did we have Mount Pleasant up 28-0?
27-0.
27-0 over
in the third quarter.
Over Parkwood. So they're continuing their strong year. We had, I'm sure it's a running clock by now for J.M. Robinson over West Rowan, 42-0. And we can check out some other scores. Let's see if we pop them up here.
Yeah, I heard somebody up at the press box or the consistent say it was 50-0 J.M. Robinson.
Well, yeah, we believe that. Yeah, they'll have a quick second half and get ready for their next game. I'm not sure. I think Robinson is – poor West Rowan has Northwest and Robinson back-to-back. So kind of a tough run there for the Falcons.
And then if both of those teams win out, Northwest and Robinson, I think that game's here, isn't it?
It's at Robinson.
Okay.
This is the senior night here for Northwest.
Yeah, I'm going to stay away from that. If that's for the conference championship, I'm staying as far away from Robinson as I can get.
Salisbury or South Rowan, 28-7. That's Concord's next opponent in Salisbury. And the Hornets kind of a dangerous team. They're not having a great year, but traditionally, in recent years, they've certainly been pretty strong and might try to have a strong finish. Mooresville over Davie, 28-3. Corvian over Community School of Davidson, 21-14, all on the Cannon Pharmacy scoreboard. Let's take one final break on the BenMinot.com halftime show. Get my thing set up straight here. Again, BenMinot.com, home of the lifetime warranty. Northwest 28, Concord 13.
Get the deal you want on the vehicle you want whenever you want with Shop, Click, and Drive at BenMinot.com. It's 5 easy steps. You pick and click your vehicle, you estimate the payment, apply for credit, even schedule delivery, all online 24/7 without leaving home. Take the tour and get started now. Shop, Click, and Drive at BenMinot.com. Again, Shop, Click, and Drive, BenMinot.com today.
Kick your boring lunch to the curb with Pizza Hut's unlimited lunch buffet. Dive into limitless pizzas straight from the oven and rich Tuscany pastas. And don't forget the crisp salads and freshly baked desserts. Your favorites are always hot, delicious, and ready when you are. So send the cold cuts packing and head to the unlimited lunch buffet. Not valid for delivery. Dine-in or carry-out varies by location. Lunch times, prices, buffet selection, and participation may vary.
Wilkinson Funeral Home is proud to offer the very best in personal and professional service to you and your family in your time of need. They're nestled on a peaceful 16-acre hilltop off Branchview Drive in Concord, and a full-service funeral home that recognizes the importance of tradition and faith, and they strive to create services as unique as your loved one. They also offer a variety of options for pre-planning. You can relieve your family of the burden of making those decisions in a time of emergency. Call Wilkinson Funeral Home 704-786-3168.
Cakes and cookies, toys and gifts.
It's the shopping event of the season, the Southern Christmas Show, November 13th through 23rd at the Park Expo and Conference Center. Experience Santa's workshop, brimming with timeless childhood delights, twinkling lights, and festive cheer. Buy tickets at southernChristmasShow.com, courtesy of Kraft Body Scan.
Let's go to the Southern Christmas Show.
No one does high school sports coverage like Mark Clemens and John Von Cannon, and it's right here on your hometown station. RadioFreeCabarrus.com.
All right, teams returning to the sideline, expecting Northwest to get the ball to start the second half. Of course, Northwest up 28-13. And lest we forget, Chris Hudson, it is baseball playoff time, and the Dodgers leading Milwaukee 1-0, but that's in the first out in Chavez Ravine. Dodgers showing their very expensive and powerful lineup, leading that series 3-9.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's 3-0. I would love to see Milwaukee advance out, and play. Who would they play? This is the NLDS, right?
NLCS, World Series, and then so the other one is Toronto and Seattle tied at 2 in the bottom of the 8th, and they are tied at 2 in the series, but certainly all the momentum with the Blue Jays having 1-2 in Seattle.
Yeah, and Kyle Raleigh's a bad boy. That joker can hit some home runs.
And Vladimir Guerrero.
Yeah, I forgot about him.
I haven't watched a lot of Toronto this year, and I'm looking at their team, and just the eye test is like those guys are huge. I mean, they're these it's like these old-time mass baseball players who are always out of shape, look like they're out of shape, but they can destroy that ball.
Yeah, they can. And sorry for, Kyle Seager just retired not too long ago, and now Toronto, the Seattle Mariners, is making a run for the World Series now.
So, but, Dodgers with that amazing, they got, of course,
the best lineup money can buy.
Pretty much. They got the best players. And that's the thing. All right, so I guess that's Rosario Beltran set to kick off right to left, and 2 men back deep. Barnett should be one of them, and then McLean the other. And correction, actually, that's number 3 back there, Nate Jones and McLean. So, yeah, it's Rosario Beltran. I guess he just wanted to take the punting duties away from him, but it's kind of hurt tonight.
Yeah, at some point you got to go back to him.
But usually it's not a problem on the kickoff. So here we go. And actually a line drive, short kick. And Northwest will take advantage to midfield almost. Was that Malachi? Yeah, Malachi Norris hiding one of your good ball handlers in the up bats, and he brings it almost to midfield. And Northwest again in great field position.
Why would you kick it like that when you got a leg to kick it out the back of the end zone? You're a weapon.
I don't know if it was a shank or what, but that's what we got. In any case, Northwest on a 3-touchdown run will start at their 45-yard line. Hudson Irwin threw a touchdown pass on his second play of the game. And 2 TD runs by Malachi Norris. And this guy, 1 run by Tice Troy. Flag thrown behind the play is Troy, no gain to the left side. We'll see if that's a flag behind the play of a hold.
Yeah, I'm sure it is, John. Coming from the white cap, it should be.
And that's very quick. Says, I got this one all the way, and that'll back up Northwest 10 yards. 1st and 20. So, well, if it follows the pattern of the first series for Northwest, they got a great play coming up on the next play.
another. It ain't gonna be an 80-yard bomb, but it's gonna be a bomb.
We'll see if Hudson Irwin will air it out again. His numbers, he completes just shy of 50% of his passes, but his TD to interception ratio very strong just through his with that touchdown pass number 12 against only 4 interceptions. So you'll take that most years.
Oh, early movement.
Yeah, that's I call Troy. Big hole up the middle. Barrels right into the Concord defender. Almost fumbled it. Harrison Grant took the brunt of that run. And 11 yards, got the lost yardage back, and one more to make it 2nd and 9. But Titus Troy is that guy. You get into the 3rd and 4th quarter, Chris. He's a load.
Yeah, plus he gets into that second level. He's hard to bring down.
Second down play. Troy again. And makes a nice move into the secondary. 30-yard line. Makes another man miss into the Pizza Hut red zone.
We got a flag.
A flag at the 33-yard line. So that would be about 17 yards forward, 22 yards forward, and 10 yards back. It would still be a first down, but would bring back a lot if that's a hold up there. It is. So go forward 22 and back 10. Still move the chains, though.
Yeah, it goes right there from the 35-yard line.
Yeah, 35 back to the 45, right at the sticks, actually. That's where the official's standing. So it wipes off about 23 yards there. Should be a first down, though. Ooh, he moves it just outside. Just outside. He's like, nope, I'm going to make you work here. 2nd and short. I've never seen it. I think he took an extra foot off that penalty. That's unusual.
Yeah, he gave him the first
down.
Whitecap gave him the white.
Okay.
Yeah, he gave it to him. Best thing to do.
They usually go by the hash. 1st and 10 at the Concord 45. Man in motion. Second man through is Troy into the heart of the Concord defense. Harrison Grant and several others. Alex Williams in there as well. Troy got about 3 up the gut.
That was number 4 that run it.
So Dom Baker got that carry then. Haven't seen him tonight. Yeah, you can't have number 8 in on every play. All right, got to give him a break. Here he is to the left side. Big hole, first down. There's that second level. He'll take it. 10-5 through the Pizza Hut red zone, and more 43-yard burst for Titus Troy. And, you know, if you're Coach Eric Mormon, you love that. That takes a lot of steam out of the Concord team. So that ends up being a 55-yard drive, capped off by Troy's 2nd touchdown of the game.
And Coach Mormon was probably saving him for the second half.
34-13 with Matt's extra point pending. Irwin's the holder. Good snap, kicks away, and it's good. 35-13 Northwest on a 4-touchdown roll here on Radio Free Cabarrus.
Get the deal you want on the vehicle you want whenever you want with Shop, Click, and Drive at BenMinot.com. It's 5 easy steps. You pick and click your vehicle, you estimate the payment, apply for credit, even schedule delivery, all online 24/7 without leaving home. Take the tour and get started now. Shop, Click, and Drive at BenMinot.com. Again, Shop, Click, and Drive, BenMinot.com today.
Kick your boring lunch to the curb with Pizza Hut's unlimited lunch buffet. Dive into limitless pizzas straight from the oven and rich Tuscany pastas. And don't forget the crisp salads and freshly baked desserts. Your favorites are always hot, delicious, and ready when you are. So send the cold cuts packing and head to the unlimited lunch buffet. Not valid for delivery. Dine-in or carry-out varies by location. Lunch times, prices, buffet selection, and participation may vary.
Northwest with a 55-yard drive, capped off by the 2nd touchdown by Titus Troy. 43 yards and 13 touchdowns on the year for that sophomore.
I mean, that's a lot of speed.
Speed, balance, particularly as he already had a good 15 yards before the secondary got to him, and they weren't going to get him.
Yeah, and John, if you can if you get a back like that into the secondary against those smaller defensive backs, the running back's going to win 90% of the time.
Yeah. All right, here Owen Matt's the busy man tonight. Another high but fairly short kick.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. It shanked it to the left to the Concord side, and Concord will take it at the 35-yard line. But, you know, one thing the late C.P. Campbell used to say about sophomore running backs is they generally don't run north-south very well, and they generally oftentimes don't know how to take a hit. Toddy Troy, you know, escapes all of that.
Yeah, he's that exception. And I'll tell you another running back that was like that, you know, back when, you know, when I was playing football, and that was Jay Graham. You know, as a sophomore, he was almost a 1,000-yard back, and we know what he turned into.
Well, yeah, NFL, Baltimore Ravens, and Tennessee, and certainly a strong run for him. Oh, they're going to make Northwest re-kick that one, all right? Back to their 35.
I would have taken that out at the 35.
Yeah, because now maybe Matt Schlegg is getting a little tired. Who knows? Having a long discussion, actually, with McLean there, saying, all right, this is where we want to go with it. Northwest on the road against West Rowan. And Robinson's last we checked was up 50-0.
Yeah, I heard it was 50-0. It could still be 42.
I could see 50-0. That's for sure. All right, get all my updates in gear. We do keep a scoreboard, so if you want to check in and check out, just be sure to patronize our sponsors. Of course, we got the Southern Christmas Show coming up not too far away. The Carolina Renaissance Festival, another weekend. Again, you buy for the day, and weather looks exceptional once again for this weekend.
Go get your turkey leg or bread bowl.
Watch the Jousting Knights,
Yep.
Men in Tights.
The Mermaids.
Usually a lot of good music there as well. All right, here comes Mac. This time he says, I'm going to do a line drive, and he's going to do, it bounces, and just does cross the goal line. He did the old golf shot and caught the edge of the hole there.
And if that's the NFL, that ball's live, you can recover for a touchdown.
This is true. Pizza Hut tonight, Cannon Pharmacy scoreboard, BenMinded.com, the halftime show, Wilkinson Funeral Home, longtime sponsor with us as well. Thank you to all those fine folks as Concord starts at their 20-yard line.
Let's see if they make any adjustments at all.
Well, it's a tough run here for the Spiders. They've really taken hit after hit here after seemingly having a good start. Colin Black, he may have to air it out a bit, see if he has something in his arm. Black looking left side and almost to Earl. Did he grab it? He did.
Yep, good catch.
Earl with a short pickup of 5 yards into the slot. Demoria Earl, I like that first name. Concord's going to need to have a few bigger gains than that, though. He caught the second touchdown pass of the game, did Earl. 2nd and 5 from the 25-yard line. But if you're Concord, one play at a time, one drive at a time. Wants it deep to the left side, looking for Davis at tip, and McLean almost got it off the second tip. McLean saying he got it. Official looks at him. Good sportsmanship shown by Davis with McLean.
And Coach Moore was like, he called it. He's like, nah, he didn't. He was trying to help the ref out.
Yeah, he helped in their direction, I'm sure.
And College has got too much air under that ball.
Yeah, it's almost into double coverage, and McLean, being a receiver himself, he's not going to be intimidated by Davis over there. He got probably the two fastest players one-on-one down to the bottom. 3rd and 5 for Concord. Looking right. Davis, short toss over to Sanders. Sanders close to the first down. His second effort may have gotten it, and I think it did. Sanders coming out of the backfield. Got 7 on that play. 1st and 10 for Concord out to the 31-yard line. Still down 22 points. Long look over to the sideline. Spiders all white tonight. Faking. Oh, under heavy rush now. Black will go down. I don't know if that was a delayed blitz, Chris, but initial coverage was good, and then 3 black jerseys right on him for a big loss.
Yeah, and you're right, John. That was a delayed backside blitz. Yeah, Colin had nothing. He couldn't do anything with that.
Ends up being about a 12-yard loss. Second and forever to go. Back inside the 20-yard line to the 19.
The only thing he could have done was just maybe lost 4 or 5 yards and went down.
You wonder if I didn't see the receivers, but they must have gone deep patterns. Black, quick snap. Right side pass caught, and Gilbert, no gain over there. Good tackling by Northwest. 3rd and long coming up.
Those little dinker passes don't work.
And that was the problem the week ago against Carson. Everything was short. So 3rd and 25. 3rd and 22, actually, we'll say. Got to give him a little bit on that country mile.
It still ain't as bad as the Cox Mill, what? 1st and or 2nd and 60 or whatever?
67 back in the day, yeah. Black emptying out the backfield. Flag in the backfield. Short pass. Almost intercepted to the right side. If that's a hold, you would presume Northwest would decline that and force Concord to punt. Intended for Davis over there. Incomplete. Flag in the backfield.
Personal foul, face mask on Concord.
Wow. Can you decline that?
Yes.
Yeah. And forced Concord to punt yet again. Yeah, the early hope for Concord has all slipped down the drain here. Yep, here comes the punting unit. Still see if they bring Pinniger on.
Yep.
Well, at this point, you're just trying to get them some work, trying to get them comfortable because it's been a rough hoe for them. And McLean goes back, and McLean at this point, they just may say fair catch or let it roll. Don't want anything silly happening. Concord shuffling out some players. Now, was that the center that almost the long snapper?
Yeah, it looks like
We kind of need you up there, right? And no real rush by Northwest, and Pinniger gets off a good punt. McLean says, I got plenty of running room. I'm going to return it. 40, 35, and twists out of bounds. And once again, the Trojans, and once again, knocking on the 30-yard line for great field position.
Oh, we got a flag way over here.
Now, when was that one? That was well away from any of the plays, the kick and the return. But, yeah, I mean, McLean may have been told to fair catch that one, but you can't with it. I mean, now those are the flags, if it truly was away from the play, I hate those kind of flags that really don't affect the play.
Unless it was something that could hurt a player or something.
Right. Officials saw something, and they're talking it over. A lot of penalties tonight. As we're past 9 o'clock here, we're not even midway through the third quarter. Next week, Concord back in the friendly confines of Robert C. Bailey Stadium, hosting the Salisbury Hornets, renewing a matchup that they haven't seen in a long time. And last time they played, and I'm thinking this is correct, guess who was coaching Salisbury?
Who's that?
Glenn Padgett. You remember before he went over to Northwest?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was at Salisbury for a couple years back in, I think it was the 99 season, either 98 or 99 season.
Yeah, because I was going to say, we played them that was a conference game, and we played them in the 90s.
Yeah, but that was an out-of-conference game at the time. So with the penalty for Northwest, they'll back it up to their own 47-yard line. Still great field position, but negates all of that fine return. But then he went to Northwest Cabarrus and North Mech, and then, of course, back to Concord. After being the longtime AD and tennis coach and assistant football coach under E.C. Smith. Ready to go for the Trojans, keeping Hudson Irwin in. Inside, handoff to McLean. The toss, and actually that's Barnett. Double one, not single one. And Barnett gets a solid 12 on the little inside end around. Davis again on the play. The Coach Mormon looks like he's opening up the offense a bit. Still Troy in the backfield. And we are halfway through the third quarter. Troy runs right into Alex Williams, and Williams fumble and recovered by Concord. Looking for running room. They're going to say he was down. Well, Concord and a late flag coming in. I can almost be certain where that came from.
That's on the sideline there.
Yep. Now, Concord caught a break early in the game with a fumble that was ruled down. Now it appears like Titus Troy was ruled down as that ball popped out, and Concord looked like they had a run back. And I'm sure somebody on the Concord side said something colorful. That's my guess here. And one of the young Trojan fans appears very unhappy here. I'm not sure why that. Of course, she's young, so.
Yeah, probably didn't get no pizza from the Pizza Hut.
That's what it is. You didn't go to the pizza. There is a Pizza Hut side. We forgot to mention that, Chris, on the pizzahut.com. That's the true red zone over there. You go over there, you can get it right away. Long discussion by the official on this one. So it was ruled down by Troy. Titus Troy coughed up the ball, but knee was down. Ground can't cause a fumble. Only time that can technically happen is in the NFL if you fall down, fumble the ball, and no one touches you. Now that Northwest will go to their sideline after Concord huddled on their side. So another long stoppage of play. We've had a few of these, Chris.
Okay, here we come with the call.
Yeah, we're expecting some sort of sideline penalty.
They're waving the flag off.
They tilted over and said, all right, much like in basketball, sometimes you'll allow that initial, and I'm just guessing here, you'll allow that initial reaction. And so ruled it off. Cannon Pharmacy scoreboard has Mooresville over Davie County 35-3. Huff over South Meck also by the same score. Weddington wins, easy one for them, over Porter Ridge 42-0. The Weddington Warriors, as looks like Troy lost a couple on that play. That should be second down. Yeah, it should be second down. There we go. Second and 12 at the Concord 42. Troy with a rare loss on that carry. And the near fumble. Northwest, 4 straight touchdowns, has sent their lead out to 35-13.
I mean, that's really catapulted Northwest here. Concord had early momentum, and Northwest snatched it away real quick.
There's short drives. Second man through. Troy gets away from the first man, but Harrison Grant's the second man and says, limits him to about a 1 yard pickup. Rather, it's Dom Baker. Dom Baker with the handoff, getting some carries here. Yeah, Baker is a freshman, and he is 6 foot, 185 pounds. So trying to get him some workforce. Unfortunately, he's stuck behind Troy there for the next 3 years.
Yeah, and you ain't taking Troy's job unless Troy transfers.
McLean says, yeah, somebody come out here and cover me. 3rd and 12 for Northwest. Concord bats off the rush. Concord lines up 3 down linemen, then brings in a 4th. And now play clock is at 0. Did Northwest? Nope, they did not get a timeout, so Northwest backed up 5 yards. That's got to be of concern to Coach Mormon. That's happened a few times tonight. Just their sequence of getting the plays in and calling audibles doesn't give them enough time, apparently.
Yeah. That's why I don't like doing all that hand signal. Just grab a player, send it, get him to play, and send it in. or allow the quarterback to have the microphone, the headsets in their helmets.
Drop it back, under rush, sends it down the right sideline and overshoots everybody. Cutting him from the slot there. Northwest receiver at about the 20-yard line, and one of the few shaky passes from Hudson Irwin tonight.
That was number 10 that it was overthrown.
Yeah, haven't seen much of him. That's Jaden Tolliver, the 6'3" junior receiver. So, Matt, is this his first punt tonight?
I think so.
Yeah. Owen Matt saying, all right, I'll handle the punting duties. Concord's still a shot if they can get rolling, but we're past the midway part of the third quarter. And Matt, quick snap here. You like that? Concord about had a rush, but couldn't get there. To the left side, takes a northwest bounce inside the 20. Dives at the 15-yard line. Concord will set up shop deep in their own territory.
And they've not had really good field position here to start their drives either.
They had that one, and then the drop by Davis, the bad snap on the punt. That may have been the drive that Concord needed to take advantage of, and that was in the second quarter. Late night football on the West Coast tonight has our Tar Heels trying to find something against the Cal Bears. That'll be in Berkeley, and a 10:30 kickoff for us. Yeah, that's tonight. Panthers on the road against the winless Jets. Whistles blow as that ball is snapped and plays blown dead. Procedure against Concord bats them up another 5 yards. Yeah, after two close wins, we'll see if the Panthers can break. They're winless on the road, but have won everything at home.
Yep, but they're playing the Jets.
And that's where you wonder a little bit.
The Jets.
Jets. Yeah, that's what Chris Berman used to say back in the day.
They're bringing the quarterback. What was his name?
Yeah, Fields from his end zone and throws it. The receiver's kind of in the area. That's Davis, so that won't be intentional grounding. But a long, incomplete pass there.
No, I was talking about Joe Namath. They're bringing Joe Namath out of retirement.
Joe Namath could not walk at the end of his career. I think 50 years later, I'm sure it hasn't improved any.
He's still doing the the Social Security commercials.
Or AARP, yeah.
Yeah, he's still doing all that.
But, I feel bad for the Brits because, we sent the Broncos and the Jets, and Fields with the Sats, throws for negative 10 yards. Still almost wins the game, though. They lost 13-11 to Denver. I'm sure it's at the Jet Stadium. 2nd and 15 for Concord. Whistles blow.
Oh, my goodness.
Again. Something.
Timeout.
We'll see about the penalty first.
Timeout,
they did give the timeout to Concord, so no penalty. Concord trying to get themselves back in gear. We'll take their first timeout with them as Northwest maintains a 22-point lead.
Cakes and cookies, toys and gifts.
It's the shopping event of the season, the Southern Christmas Show, November 13th through 23rd at the Park Expo and Conference Center. Experience Santa's workshop, brimming with timeless childhood delights, twinkling lights, and festive cheer. Buy tickets at southernchristmasshow.com, courtesy of Kraft Body Scan.
Let's go to the Southern Christmas Show.
Wilkinson Funeral Home is proud to offer the very best in personal and professional service to you and your family in your time of need. They're nestled on a peaceful 16-acre hilltop off Branchview Drive in Concord, and a full-service funeral home that recognizes the importance of tradition and faith, and they strive to create services as unique as your loved one. They also offer a variety of options for pre-planning. You can relieve your family of the burden of making those decisions in a time of emergency. Call Wilkinson Funeral Home 704-786-3168.
Following the first time out, Concord is trying to get some sort of offense together here.
And John, just watching, I don't think Coach Shepard's very happy with the officials here.
Something, either picky, something is being called that is working against Concord, and you just got to find a way to fix it with a 2nd and 15 play. Black into the end zone, sends it to the left side. Called by Davis. Davis into the secondary. First down and more. If he'd been able to get past the next guy, he'd been going. In any case,
a flag back here.
But a flag in the backfield, and this pass completion may be wiped out. The officials have gotten flag happy. Palisades beats Providence 28-7. Cannon Pharmacy scoreboard. Corvian and the Community School of Davidson tied at 21 as CSD has come back. Providence Day over Charlton Latin 41-0.
Personal foul, face mask on Northwest. That penalty should be declined.
Because it was in the backfield. It's not the end of the run. So pick up the 20-yard gain there for Davis. First positive play in the ball if you're a Spider fan.
Yeah, John, what he should have done, instead of going across the middle of the field, he should have cut back this way, and he had 6 points.
Right. I mean, he went right into the middle of the secondary. Easy, again, always easy for us to say up here. Go this way, not that way. Davis certainly has the speed as he got back past his defender. Out to the 34-yard line, 19-yard pickup. Concord gets out of trouble. Black again. Oh, Davis got taken down. Yeah, that was pretty obvious. Davis. Well, it doesn't matter actually in that case. It doesn't matter in that case because that was an obvious takedown.
Yeah, there is no 5 yards in high school.
There's no 5 yards in high school, so
yeah.
Not the Northwest fans going to care about that, but yeah.
Somebody tell them dumb fans there's no such thing as a 5 yard in high school.
So that's obvious pass interference. And the ball was in the air anyway, so.
Yeah, someone needs to tell these parents or these fans out here there's no such thing in high school as a 5 yards.
It's a good call. 15 yards, always an automatic penalty. I would say either way.
Yeah.
Because that was an obvious takedown of Davis.
And he's lucky he didn't get another 15 yards for taunting at him.
For arguing, taunting, all that stuff. So to midfield, I think Concord actually gained an extra yard on that penalty. Concord trying to make something here. Davis in motion to the right side. He'll get the handoff that way and gets tripped up over there. Maybe lost half a yard over that direction. Second and long coming up at midfield. Yeah, the Northwest fans smelling blood, even up by 22, so not going to give up anything.
And we still got 3:40 to go here in the third quarter.
So still time for something to happen, even if you're on the Concord side. So no gain. That was actually the first carry or second carry of the game for Davis. He did have a 1 yard plunge for a touchdown. Black, short pass caught by Gilbert, but he should have dropped that one because it's going to be dropped for a loss of 5 yards. And now we have a little extra curriculars across the way in front of the Concord bench. Coach Shepard, I think that is, running over trying to calm one of his players down. And was another flag thrown over that direction.
Yeah, that was 2 though. I think it's on. I think both of them's on Northwest.
Something happened. It was on the far side, so hard to catch up with. And now the Northwest team will go and huddle around Eric Mormon. Says we need to keep our cool over here. It's not a timeout, but I'm sure the officials are saying, "Look, guys, we don't want to throw the flag. You need to keep the guys in order." It is, after all, a county rivalry. It is an SPC matchup. But a 15-yard penalty following the loss. So backwards 4 yards and forward 15 yards to the Northwest 39-yard line.
Plus 11.
Yeah, that is basic math. We'll take it.
Yeah, I went to public school, too.
Bringing Davis into the backfield. Three receivers right now. They got that one on an island to the left. That's going to be Nas Freeman over there. Going to put McLean on him. Long wait here. It's going to be one of our longest games of the year. We were, I was solo, Chris, and I know we had you on special assignment at your workplace, doing special interviews and such, which we'll hear down the road, right? Y'all believe that one. But it was
Mark paid me well for that.
at least it was a short game. So I'm glad you're back here tonight for one of our longer games. Ready to go. Quick option. And, almost trouble there. Davis gets away from it. Might have room to the right side. Gets tackled high. And officials are saying it's clean. Davis did well to avoid the loss on the option.
I think he got him by the shoulder pad and turned him a flip.
Okay. Looked worse than it was. 2nd down and 9 at the 38 coming up.
He turned a 4-yard loss into a 1-yard gain.
Ran 50 yards in the process. Our young Northwest fan has calmed down looking at her phone. So
she must have got some pizza.
Old low snap for Black. Has time. Right side and short of everybody. The receiver went deep. That was Gilbert. And the pass was short. Incomplete there for Black. 3rd and 9. Certainly 4-down territory for the Spiders. They would like to get something here. Checking anything, see if we got anything more. Cannon Pharmacy scoreboard. 3rd down play, though, first for Concord. Looking for the screen. Over the middle, intercepted, and we'll have room coming the other way. Barnett, and he will take it. 20-10 touchdown. That ends up being a 70-yard interception return. 2nd touchdown of the game. And Chris, how often do you get 1 touchdown receiving and 1 on a pick 6?
Very rare.
And about the same distance, by the way. 80 yards on the first one. Second turnover of the game, and this one ends up being a pick 6, pending the extra point.
And there was a 15-yard, there was an unsportsmanlike on Concord, so they declined it. Northwest declined it.
So I guess they could take that on the kickoff, can't they?
It happened during the play.
All right. 2 turnovers for Concord, and that one does hurt. 41-13, awaiting Owen Mack. Player late getting on for the Spiders. And Northwest shows good sportsmanship, letting them come on. Gets away. And it is good. Northwest Cabarrus Trojans, 5 straight touchdowns. They extend the lead to 29.
Once upon a time is right now. Escape to the Renaissance Festival, a time-traveling adventure.
Huzzah!
Saturdays and Sundays, October 4th through November 23rd.
It's time for the Renaissance Festival! Shopping! Food!
Men in tights.
Oh, hi!
Enjoy foolish good times at the Carolina Renaissance Festival.
Time travel to a land of legend. Jousting knights, mermaids, fairies, dragons. Oh my!
Join the damsels and brave knights at the Carolina Renaissance Festival.
Eat, drink, be merry at the Renaissance Festival. Presented by Pepsi. Tickets limited while supplies last. Online only at renfestinfo.com.
Don't miss the jousting, feasting, and jesting at the Carolina Renaissance Festival. It's a royal blast.
$2 per ticket with discount coupons available at Harris Teeter stores region-wide. Oh, jolly good. Don't miss the Renaissance Festival. Huzzah!
And Northwest, certainly the one saying huzzahs all over the place. 5 straight touchdowns, and first turnover for a touchdown by Barnett.
That was just a good play by the Northwest defensive back.
Black threw into may have overthrown it a bit, and Barnett was right there and had all kinds of green grass returning. A nice high kick. Taken at the 5. Cuts it back to the right side, but gummed up quickly. Barely made it across the app. There were some extracurriculars away from the play. Concord player may have done a little acting with the bat flip, with the rollover tumble there, and may have drawn another 15 yards there.
Yeah, I think you're right, because it looked like it was a clean hit from here.
But officials are going to, after their discussion with both coaches, they're going to be a little quicker with these flags. 1:58 to go, 42-13 in the third quarter, we should say. It has been a drag of a game in terms of timing, and I'm not referring to men in tights. Of course, we got Halloween in 2 weeks, and I don't know if there'll be any special timing. Those wearing costumes, be careful as you go out and about. So that will move it out to the 40-yard line. Colin Black remains in. Kind of got to have him as the quarterback. And Northwest is going to come with the hard rush. Quick toss to the right side. Try to get away from it. Just nothing doing out there. Maybe 2-yard loss to Gilbert. Or rather, I think Earl grabbed that one. 1-yard loss. 2nd and 11 coming up. Davis with the short loss. Concord is trying to get something going against a now confident Northwest defense.
Yeah, Northwest got a really good defense. It's going to be a good ball game between him and Robinson in a couple of weeks.
Yet again, right? Running back Sanders did get the lost yardage back and a bit more. 3rd down coming up, 3rd and 5 at their own 45-yard line.
This is manageable 3rd down here.
5-yard run for Concord. Number 11,
Isaiah Sanders. Concord was up 13-7, then a series of miscues and short fields throughout the second quarter into the third quarter have given Northwest this huge advantage. Davis will step into the slot. Now goes to the right side. Sanders running behind Davis and nothing doing. Oh, got tackled hard out there. Clean hit. Minimal gain. They're saying Caleb Bryant got over there with a nice tackle. 4th down. Let's see if Concord will try to go for it or give their punter. Yep, keeping the offense in with 25 seconds. Concord doesn't have to run another play if they don't want to. 2nd off on the game clock and the play clock. Concord lining up with 8 seconds. Northwest looks like they want to come 3 seconds. Concord gets the snap, short toss, and caught. Andrew Davis right at the 1st down stitch. Should have it. And that should be the end of the third quarter. But we're not moving anywhere yet. Do they need him? Ooh, did not get a great spot over there.
Yeah, they gave him the first, I think.
Get the 1st down. That should be the end of the third quarter. And the team say, okay, we'll go that way. 4th quarter coming up. Northwest big on Concord.
Get the deal you want on the vehicle you want whenever you want with Shop, Click, and Drive at BenMinot.com. It's 5 easy steps. You pick and click your vehicle, you estimate the payment, apply for credit, even schedule delivery, all online 24/7 without leaving home. Take the tour and get started now. Shop, Click, and Drive at BenMinot.com. Again, Shop, Click, and Drive, BenMinot.com today.
Kick your boring lunch to the curb with Pizza Hut's unlimited lunch buffet. Dive into limitless pizzas straight from the oven and rich Tuscany pastas. And don't forget the crisp salads and freshly baked desserts. Your favorites are always hot, delicious, and ready when you are. So send the cold cuts packing and head to the unlimited lunch buffet. Not valid for delivery. Dine-in or carry-out varies by location. Lunch times, prices, buffet selection, and participation may vary.
4th quarter set to get underway finally. It's taking a bit to get here. Handoff to Sanders. Dances to the left side. Initial running room. And gets about 5 to that left side. Concord just trying to scrape something together here.
What, to get about 3 or 4 off of that?
Yep, 2nd down and 6 coming up. Northwest 42, Concord 13. 5 straight touchdowns since the second quarter through the third quarter. Northwest won the third quarter 14-0. They won the second quarter 21-0. So that adds up to 35-0. There's your 5 straight touchdowns. Concord had that 13-7 lead. Missed the extra point. 5 seconds on the play clock. It's 2nd and 5. just outside the 45. And whistles blow as a clock ticks down to 0. And did Concord want another timeout? They do, to try avoid it. Another timeout early in the fourth quarter.
Cakes and cookies, toys and gifts.
It's the shopping event of the season, the Southern Christmas Show, November 13th through 23rd at the Park Expo and Conference Center. Experience Santa's workshop, brimming with timeless childhood delights, twinkling lights, and festive cheer. Buy tickets at southernchristmasshow.com, courtesy of Kraft Body Scan.
Let's go to the Southern Christmas Show.
Wilkinson Funeral Home is proud to offer the very best in personal and professional service to you and your family in your time of need. They're nestled on a peaceful 16-acre hilltop off Branchview Drive in Concord, and a full-service funeral home that recognizes the importance of tradition and faith, and they strive to create services as unique as your loved one. They also offer a variety of options for pre-planning. You can relieve your family of the burden of making those decisions in a time of emergency. Call Wilkinson Funeral Home 704-786-3168.
Concord with a 2nd and 5 following the timeout. 4 receivers left. See if they go with the short pass that way. They do. Davis. And minimal gain as did not get good blocking over there. So, Chris, as this scores holds up, no minor miracle here. Yeah, you got a Northwest on a roll, going to West Rowan, and then Robinson feeling good about themselves. Concord, on the other hand, kind of has to bounce back a bit.
Yeah, and then, they can bounce back big against the Salisbury Hornets and, really make a statement. And then who's Concord going to have after that?
East Rowan on the road.
So that should be 2 winnable games for Concord.
2 winnable, but 2 teams that are improved. East Rowan certainly not being rolled over quite as much this year. Quick toss to the left side, high grab, overshoots some. It'll be 4th down. And certainly, I mentioned earlier that Salisbury team, they've had a tough start to the year, but they also seem to be playing better, and they've got some history on their side.
Yeah, they do. I mean, they're defending 2A champion or 3A champion?
I don't know if they're the defending champion, but yeah, they've had a bunch recently. James and I went over there a couple years ago as they had a tough loss to Shelby. 4th and 4. 4th and 5. Concord going for it, emptying out the backfield. Oh, heavy rush looking for the screen. And Gilbert drops it. He wouldn't have had anything anyway. And turnover on downs. Northwest takes it back. So do the Trojans start putting in some subs as they get ready for their trip to Mount Ola?
That's what I was going to say. You got to bring in some of your second-team defenders here, or offensive players here.
Yeah. Hudson Irwin, he's solid effort. I mean, those first 2 plays, were from disaster to the lone touchdown pass. Near fumble, near quick turnaround for Concord. Well, keeping Irwin in. We're going to bring in Dom Baker as that freshman running back. Saving Titus Troy for the last couple games. Baker running to the right side. Maybe, and late flag thrown in again from the side judge. I think that was a flag over there.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, clock is stopped with 10:09 to go. And then you look, 2 games remaining. Somebody's going to... the 50-50 raffle, a little short tonight, only $79. And again, a stoppage of play with that flag. It was a 2-yard loss for Don Baker. Oh, a face mask against Concord. So 2 yards backwards, 15 yards forward. That's, 13, right?
Yeah. I mean, I understand you got to protect the kids, but keep the flags in your pocket at this point.
Yeah, if it's not too egregious. I still remember that playoff game between Northwest and Kings Mountain. Coach Gentry's one of his, I don't think it was this last year, but the number of face masks that were not called in that game. Still pretty crazy. 1st and 10 at the Concord 41-yard line. Again, and Concord about was offsides. Baker hitting the backfield on the read option. 2 Concord white jerseys were there. We'll give credit to 13 Nizier Edwards. Loss of a yard for Baker. Ben keeps on playing. 2nd and 13. And at this point, both teams just with a 29-point lead. At 35-13, Concord driving maybe an outside chance, but certainly you're at 29 now and approaching 9 minutes. Baker, nope, short toss over the head of the intended receiver. New receiver is Chase Sharonko. He's the backup quarterback as well for Northwest. Of course, we have not seen the big tight end come back in after the injury. Shane Lucas Walker. And hopefully that's not an extended injury there. Also, Elijah Williams, number 1, was hurt early on for Concord. And both look to be ankle injuries.
Yeah, the one with Concord I hadn't seen back.
Yeah, neither one's come back, so. And certainly for Northwest, you would not expect that. 3rd and 13 from the Concord 44. Irwin dropping straight back deep to the left side and overshoots everybody about the 10-yard line. Caleb Bryant was the intended receiver, and Davis had a better beat on that one. Incomplete.
Yep, if Davis turns a little quicker, he might pick that off.
So expect Northwest, 4th and 13. We're expecting Matt to come back out, and he's been the busy man on the kicking side. And, of course, for Concord, Rosario Beltran had the 1 missed field goal at the half. Oh, players late getting on for Northwest. Like, what? We got a punt? And they're going to have to take a timeout unless they just want to take the delay. They might just take the delay of game here. Or did they get the timeout in time? Oh, it is delay of game against the Trojans with 8:56 to go. So bats it up to near midfield, and we'll let Owen Mack take a big leg at this one. Davis back at the 5-yard line. Good practice for Matt. Try to get the coffin corner. Hangs it up high. Goes, well to the left. Well, that's going to be the old golf shank at about the 30-yard line. We'll see where the official ends up. Oh, still walking. 35. Ends up being a 14-yard punt. So something for Coach Moorman and the special teams to look at and say, okay, don't go that far out of bounds.
What happened? That's what you'll say. What happened? Why did you kick that ball like that?
You got to keep it in the field of play. Give our coverage team some work. So Colin Blatt's going to stay in. He's going to be the gamer tonight. We do have a new running back there. Checking number 7, Julian Ship is back there. Got a few carries on the year. And he fakes the handoff. Left side catch. Good. And got to midfield, taking a hard hit over there.
Player down for Concord.
Josh Wilson with the catch, but we'll see about the injured Spider about 10 yards upfield. Does move the sticks. And making that grab was Josh Wilson. He's a junior. Cannot see the number of the Spider player. Let's see if we've had any other scores come in. Robinson won easily 49-0 over West Joanne.
Okay, so I was 1 off.
1 point off, yeah. It seemed kind of strange that they would have gone for 2 points, but you never know. And then you had Mount Pleasant up 27-0 over Parkwood.
Yeah, I hadn't heard any more update on that.
West Cabarrus was leading Cotts Mill at the half, 20-14, all part of the Cannon Pharmacy scoreboard. Check I still call it the Twitter feed. And then we can always See how the baseball games ended up. Dodgers up 3-0 on Milwaukee. If that holds up, they'll go to a clean sweep of the Brew Crew.
Yep.
Into the third. The Mariners pulled away in the final inning, winning 6-2, and take a key game 5 there to go up 3-2, but the final 2 games back north of the border. Key win, though, because, Blue Jays seem to be pummeling that ball and then got held to 2 runs tonight. I guess they brought back their top pitcher. I forget who that is for the Mariners, but check out the box score here for Seattle. Yeah, that was Fat Miller only went 4 innings, had a good run, and then it ended up being a bullpen game from there. So I think it's Greg Spire who took the victory, and Munoz technically did not have the save, but Cal Raleigh, how many records has he broken this year as a catcher and a switch hitter?
He might be the best player in baseball right now.
Him and Judge, and of course the player for Concord, one of the linemen, and he's being helped off. That's big number 77, Carter Earl, big junior. And once again, we've seen a lot of these lower body injuries. And they're taking him to the sideline. But yeah, Raleigh is the big catcher, switch hitter, only the 4th American League player to hit at least 60 home runs. That's puts you in the company of Babe Ruth and Roger Maris and those guys. First and 10 for Concord. Keeping Ship in the backfield. And Black still the quarterback. Yes, he is. Ship with the handoff. And hit immediately. Maybe got a couple just right of center. Yeah, be careful saying that name. We could get banned,
Yeah, that's true. They say, did he say that? Did he say that? Like, no, he said Ship.
Yeah, don't bleep me out tonight. So you got 2 over there. And he's gotten a couple carries. 2nd and 8. Just keep that clock rolling at this point. Now Sanders' return, good. We're saved. Ship moves to the slot receiver there. 2nd and 7, we'll say, to the 47-yard line. Northwest has turned this into a laugher, 42-13. Black dropping back. Long pass to the right side. Did Brown come back and get it? He caught it, and it is ruled in. Right at the Pizza Hut red zone. 27-yard grab for Antonio Brown. Like the effort there. Nicely done by him, and Black just hung it up there to the right side. Right at the edge of we'll say the 21-yard line. Right on the edge of the Pizza Hut red zone. Wilson goes now. Freeman will go deep to the left side. Keeps the clock rolling, 7-10. Ship returns to the backfield. Black over the middle, caught by, Wilson dropped it and almost had the ball taken away from him.
We got a flag right here. These Reds need to keep these flags in their pocket.
Elijah Milligan about took that ball away from Wilson. It ends up being incomplete, but yeah, I'm like you, Chris. I mean, I understand, wanting to holding against Concord, so take away the incomplete, and presumably Northwest backs up Concord 10 yards. Back to the 31-yard line. Northwest fans hanging around. The dance squad, they put on their long johns here. It's not quite that cool tonight, but it's starting to get there.
They moved it up to what, the 33, 34-yard line?
Yeah, 32. 1st and 20 from that point. Twins either way. Yeah, short. I just saw that receiver check in, 82, and he made the short catch. 82 is going to be Xander Clark, presumably short for Alexander. But he got the 5-yard grab there. 2nd and 15 to the 28-yard line. Approaching halfway to go in the 4th quarter. Northwest set to move to 7-1, continuing their strong run of seasons. Concord will drop back to even at 4-4. More importantly for Northwest, they'll be 5-0 in conference play.
Matching Jam Robinson over there.
Yep. Oh, poor Ship about got beheaded there. Nicely job. The big hit dropped by Kashawn Samuels. He's a senior.
Boy, that was a shot, wasn't it?
Yeah, Ship returns to the sideline saying, all right, I need to sit out one here.
He said, I might need to sit out the rest of the 5 minutes here.
Devontae Alexander checks in first time you can see his jersey's pretty clean. Approaching halfway to go. We're actually past halfway in this fourth quarter. Yeah, our game time will end up being we're over 2.5 hours now. Deep to the left sideline, getting behind the defense. Grab it in the end zone. Did he hang on? Yes. Touchdown Spiders. Hanging it up there. I think that was Antonio Brown. Gilbert, correction.
Yep, Gilbert.
Ends up with a 28-yard grab. See if Concord goes ahead and goes for 2 here. Try to get it to right at a 3-touchdown lead. Second touchdown of the game for Black. And Gilbert grabbed that one. Gilbert did a good job of shielding his defender. Rosario Beltran. We're going to go for 1. Get it to 20. Black is the holder. Good snap. Gets away. Certainly plenty long, and it is good. So Concord ends the 5-touchdown run for Northwest and cuts it to 42-20. Concord with a small huzzah here going to break.
Once upon a time is right now. Escape to the Renaissance Festival, a time-traveling adventure. Huzzah! Saturdays and Sundays, October 4th through November 23rd.
It's time for the Renaissance Festival! Shopping! Food!
Men in tights.
Hi!
Enjoy foolish good times at the Carolina Renaissance Festival.
Time travel to a land of legend. Jousting knights, mermaids, fairies, dragons. Oh my!
Join the damsels and brave knights at the Carolina Renaissance Festival.
Eat, drink, be merry at the Renaissance Festival. Presented by Pepsi. Tickets limited while supplies last. Online only at renfestinfo.com.
Don't miss the jousting, feasting, and jesting at the Carolina Renaissance Festival. It's a royal blast.
$2 per ticket with discount coupons available at Hennessy stores region-wide. Oh, jolly good. Don't miss the Renaissance Festival. Huzzah!
All right, Concord strikes back, still down 22 points though, 42-20. Now, would they try the onside kick?
I don't know. I don't know if I would or not.
Give themselves a shot. Yep, here he goes. A little short kick, bounces, taken, and wisely done there by number 6 that time, Cassie Berenger, doing a nice job hanging on the ball and just falling down. Don't want to be a hero here. In that Seattle victory, 2 homers by Suarez and 1 by Raleigh. So they had the long ball going.
It's too bad. Do those home runs count in the postseason, counted towards the regular season totals?
No.
It should, because Raleigh would have about 70.
Right. Yeah, I know it's unfortunate there in that regard. All right. So Northwest will let her rip. Hand off. See if that's Baker again.
New quarterback in. I think number 10 is the quarterback now for
All right.
Northwest.
So we'll check up. Let me update my scoreboard. There we go. So number 10 for Northwest is going to be Jaden Tolliver. He's a junior. Yeah, previously, when we saw Ashbrook, it was Hudson Irwin, went out of that game several times.
Uh-huh.
And it was Sharenko was the backup. But right now it's Tolliver. See if we got a new running back as well who just carried it for 2 yards. 2nd and 8 to the 49-yard line. Got a whole group of new receivers. End around run by 33. And he's got some running room into Concord territory. Nice dash that time by MJ Woolfolk. Freshman running back there, 5'10". And gets close to the first down. Ruled inbounds, and another flag thrown.
My goodness.
We are seeing yellow all over the place tonight. I mean, it's one thing, if you're yellows in NASCAR or Formula One, it's, at least the guys are still moving. But not here. You come to a complete halt, and it is holding, so wipe off the nice run by Woolfolk. And it's going to be second and long with 4.5 minutes to go. Again, Concord back home. Their home finale, this time against Salisbury. They'll finish on the road against East Rowan and Granite Quarry.
About 3 minutes from my employment.
Okay. Don't want to overlook either of those teams, though. Got to show up.
Yeah, you got to show up. Concord could finish the season at 6-4. I don't know if that would get them in the playoffs or not. Because they only taking, 2 teams?
It's 2 guaranteed, but certainly in the scheme of things, you should be a pretty good shot to get in. Now Northwest walking over and looking at their coach, their sideline. Not sure. Don't see an injury.
4:26 on the clock. 4:26 on the clock.
Yeah, ruled down to 4:10 for some reason.
All right, they got it fixed now.
All right, now we're set. So maybe Sharenko back there because I see Tolliver over there as a receiver, number 10. Check the quarterback. Second and long to go here. Just gives out the running back and nothing doing. In fact, may have lost a couple out that way. Third down coming up.
And number 13 for Concord was in on initial stop.
Yeah, Nazir Edwards. Just keeps the clock rolling. Yes, whole new skill position players here. We see 16 shaking in. That's Chase Sharenko. I think he is the quarterback. It's talking with the so he's going to come in with the play. So it's still him as the backup. But they only got 8 seconds on the play clock. Got to hurry. 5 seconds. And now they reset it. Said we had the wrong number on the play clock. I have never seen that happen before.
And he's probably doing that to get him out of here.
It's like, okay, we're not going to worry about 3.5 minutes to go. 42-20. So I guess the Northwest faithful will invite us back. I'll tell you why. I'll hit in the backfield as soon as you had the handoff. Because it would have been kind of rough, We were here for the close loss to Ashbrook, their only loss of the year, right?
Uh-huh.
And then if Concord should have pulled this one out, they would have said, we do not want those guys back on the broadcast booth at all.
Yep, I think Concord takes a timeout right here.
All right, Spiders take, I believe it's their second timeout, so we'll go ahead, step aside. Final minutes of this game, Northwest by 22.
Get the deal you want on the vehicle you want whenever you want with Shop, Click, and Drive at BenMinded.com. It's 5 easy steps. You pick and click your vehicle, you estimate the payment, apply for credit, even schedule delivery, all online 24/7 without leaving home. Take the tour and get started now. Shop, Click, and Drive at BenMinded.com. Again, Shop, Click, and Drive, BenMinded.com today.
Kick your boring lunch to the curb with Pizza Hut's unlimited lunch buffet. Dive into limitless pizzas straight from the oven and rich Tuscany pastas. And don't forget the crisp salads and freshly baked desserts. Your favorites are always hot, delicious, and ready when you are. So send the cold cuts packing and head to the unlimited lunch buffet. Not valid for delivery. Dine-in or carry-out varies by location. Lunch times, prices, buffet selection, and participation may vary.
So Northwest with a fourth down coming up, fourth and forever. And they're set to punt. The Dodgers have moved up 4-0 on Milwaukee. Otani is pitching. Oh, they about got to him. Might have been tipped. And it's going to take a Concord bounce and then back the other way and ends up at the 46-yard line. So with Otani pitching, guess who's the leadoff hitter for the Dodgers?
Otani?
Yep. I mean, how often has that happened in the last 120-some years?
But if he's pitching, he can't hit because pitchers don't hit in Major League Baseball.
Well, they do in the National League.
It's a designated hitter. In
So,
baseball.
so they may take out the designated hitter, can't they?
Yeah, they can burn the DH.
Yeah. So.
I think you can in Major Leagues. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah. I mean, if you got the guy that's got that good, I mean, you may as well keep him. All right, do we have a new quarterback for Concord?
No, that's still Colin Black.
There he is. Yeah, keeping Sanders in the backfield. Down 42-20. Black is dropping back now under rush, rolling away from it, and wisely throws it. Oh, About came back and grabbed that one for Concord. Good effort by Freeman there. Just slightly out of bounds. What looked to be a throwaway pass, and Freeman About hauled it in. Still incomplete, and 2nd and 10. Colin Black, certainly a mixed effort for him. Threw the 2 touchdowns, but also threw a pick 6. And that may have sealed the deal back in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think this thing was over at halftime, to be honest with you.
3:01 to go. Concord back to 4-4, and 3-2 in conference will be tied with West Troy still for that 3rd place. But the Falcons still have to play these Trojans in Mount Olive. Black stepping away from the rush. There's a fumble in there. Did Northwest get it back? They did. For Concord, that is turnover number 3 of the game. For Colin Black, his 2nd sack and his 2nd turnover.
I mean, he tried to step up in the pocket, but he just didn't get enough time.
Well, and I think didn't realize he was about to get hit a 2nd time. He thought he had room when he stepped up, and he didn't. So to the 42-yard line. See if Northwest tries to make another run of it. Expect Sharenko to come out and hand it off. Yeah, in fact, Otani's already 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored and 2 RBIs. I don't know if we got the home runs. Yep, he had a home run in the 4th inning.
Has he been pitching the whole game?
He is.
I guess they burnt the DH.
Yeah. Long shotgun here, man in motion. Take the handoff that way. Running room into the secondary. Trying to strip that ball away from number 3. That's Nate Jones. Nate Jones about got the first down to the 35-yard line. I know it's, some years ago baseball, it was always October, and we might go into November.
Yep, you got a point there. And they gave him the first down. He did pick it up.
Right at 10 yards for Nate Jones. Okay, this young lady in front of us, she's probably about 4-ish here, being held by her dad, who's been filming the whole game. And she's like, I am done.
She's out, huh?
I am out for the count. She's got her phone in front of her, so still being entertained. The dad says, all right, it's time.
In around here again.
Was it Jones again? Side the 30. Goes to the left side this time to the 25-yard line. Yep, Nate Jones gets that inside handoff. 2nd and 3, taking under 2 minutes to go. Yeah, this has been a 3-hour ball game. At the high school level, that's fairly long. A lot of penalties, some injuries, some passes, and that's what you get.
Yeah, if I'm Coach Mormon here, I just try to run this clock down as much as I can.
Yeah, that's the sporting thing to do. 3 seconds on the play clock. Sharenko and hitting the backfield. Concord getting there with a couple players. We'll give credit to number 25, Cardier Cuthbertson, the junior.
Number 45 on the carry for Northwest.
Yeah, let's also give the ball carrier credit. We do not have a 45, so the unknown Trojan will check in. Oh, they're going to bring Barnett back in. That's interesting. In any case, it's 3rd and 5 with 45 seconds to go. If we're smart here, we'll only need one more play.
Sharenko's back in the quarterback.
Yeah.
16.
Barnett will go to the left side. And now we'll go to the and play clock Ticks down to 0 with 31 seconds to go. So just for good measure, we got one more flag left in us. I mean, I guess you have to call that one.
I don't even think he threw it. I just think he blew it dead.
Said, okay, I'll get my steps in. 5 more yards. Northwest especially, even though they win by 22 here, has got to be well over 100 yards in penalties. Yeah, they're just going to take a knee here for Sharenko. And that's what he does. Good sporting move. Don't avoid any more plays. No more injuries for either team. And that's going to be the ball game here. Play clock will run down. Teams will go to the sidelines. Northwest challenged early. Concord could not keep it going. A couple key moments for them, and Northwest took advantage. Late touchdown for the Spiders, but wasn't enough to upend a 5-touchdown run by the Trojans. Northwest ends up winning this one 42-20. They'll go to 7-1. Concord drops back down to 4-4. Taking the post-game show, Independent Tribune post-game show, coming up with the Trojan victory after this on Radio Free Cabarrus.
Get the deal you want on the vehicle you want whenever you want with Shop, Click, and Drive at benminot.com. It's 5 easy steps. You pick and click your vehicle, you estimate the payment, apply for credit, even schedule delivery, all online 24/7 without leaving home. Take the tour and get started now. Shop, Click, and Drive at benminot.com. Again, Shop, Click, and Drive, benminot.com today.
Kick your boring lunch to the curb with Pizza Hut's unlimited lunch buffet. Dive into limitless pizzas straight from the oven and rich Tuscany pastas. And don't forget the crisp salads and freshly baked desserts. Your favorites are always hot, delicious, and ready when you are. So send the cold cuts packing and head to the unlimited lunch buffet. Not valid for delivery. Dine-in or carry-out varies by location. Lunch times, prices, buffet selection, and participation may vary.
Wilkinson Funeral Home is proud to offer the very best in personal and professional service to you and your family in your time of need. They're nestled on a peaceful 16-acre hilltop off Branchview Drive in Concord, and a full-service funeral home that recognizes the importance of tradition and faith, and they strive to create services as unique as your loved one. They also offer a variety of options for pre-planning. You can relieve your family of the burden of making those decisions in a time of emergency. Call Wilkinson Funeral Home 704-786-3168.
Cakes and cookies, toys and gifts.
It's the shopping event of the season, the Southern Christmas Show, November 13th through 23rd at the Park Expo and Conference Center. Experience Santa's workshop, brimming with timeless childhood delights, twinkling lights, and festive cheer. Buy tickets at southernChristmasShow.com, courtesy of Kraft Body Scan.
Let's go to the Southern Christmas Show.
No one does high school sports coverage like Mark Clemens and John Von Cannon, and it's right here on your hometown station, RadioFreeCabarrus.com.
All right. Unfortunately, it's always good to keep your eyes on the field and see what happens afterwards. Following the Northwest victory over Concord, 42-20, Darren Shepard was not happy about something. Chris, I didn't see all of it. So, but you said he had to be held back by the police 3 times.
Yeah, he's right here with the police. From one of the Northwest's assistant coaches jaw yacked to him or something, and put it. They were saying something back and forth, and he put his finger in Shepard's face, I think, or gave him the number 1 finger, and Shepard went after him.
You hate to see that. I mean, you know, it is still a county rivalry. It is still, we used to call it a mall game back when malls were a thing. You know, so. It's you know, it goes without saying, there's emotions. I mean, coaches care, players care, and you know, it's a tough one. Particularly Concord having some opportunities early in the game and going by the wayside, and Northwest scoring those 5 straight touchdowns before a final Concord touchdown set the final margin where it was at 22. It was 28-13 at the break, and Northwest did exactly what they wanted to do. 55-yard drive capped off by Titus Troy, his second touchdown of the game from 43 yards out, and that pretty much sealed the deal, 35-13.
You're right. Still looking, there's a lot of unsportsmanlike stuff going on down here.
Concord wisely went well to the end zone. Northwest is kind of staying at the 25-yard line of their side, and got some. It's not a lot of police. I mean, the police come here. They hope to not have to do a whole lot, and usually sometimes there's trouble with the fans. Tonight is with the coaches, and you don't like to see that at all.
Yeah, if the cops and the AD is smart here, they get everybody off the field quickly. Get the kids. We don't care about the adults. We just care about the kids. Get them safely out of here in case if something does go off.
Something silly happens.
Yeah, make sure the kids are protected.
And then it was an interception return, second touchdown of the game. I got to double check my number here, but it was number 11, Keyshawn Barnett. Barnett had the key touchdown to tie the game early on, and then Barnett got the interception return from 70 yards out and returned it all the way. That made it 42-13. Concord did get something going in the fourth quarter. The nice pass from Colin Black to Gilbert, 28 yards out. Made it 42-20, but 3 turnovers for Concord. And again, I go back to those 2 plays in the first half. The near fumble by Northwest on their first play from scrimmage, followed by the long touchdown, tie the game. Concord had the ball 13-7, and a drop pass by Davis, not dependent all on him. And then the punting unit had some troubles with their snaps and punts, and that gave Northwest 3 straight possessions. They had short fields, and they took advantage.
Yeah, John, it spiraled out of control after that, and that's 3 good analysis of you can't give them that short field, a good team like Northwest, but this is a 42-20 ball game. Concord's still 500 ball club. They're still in a playoff spot. You just got to come out. If you're Coach Shepard, you can't have what happened right here. You're the representative of your team. No matter what said, you just turn and walk off and get away from that. But yeah, Northwest just come out here tonight and just took this game over. When Concord had that, those couple, muff punts, and I think the pick 6 is what sealed it. That put it out of reach for Concord. But I think this game was over basically at halftime. Yeah,
particularly with that first drive of the second half, that really did it. Other games, Cannon Pharmacy scoreboard, Robinson keeps pace, an even easier game for them over at West Royan. Bulldogs 49-0. Both teams for Northwest and Robinson 7-1, and both are 5-0. Both have games. Robinson has a game against West Royan, not West Royan, but they have another game coming up before they play Northwest. For Northwest, it is trips to Mount Ola against West Royan, and then shorter trip to the Speedway area for J.M. Robinson. So if everything holds up, we're still once again looking at the Bulldogs and the Trojans fighting it out for the SPC.
Yeah, that's going to be a short drive for somebody, Northwest. They're 10 minutes up the road. But, I think if Northwest plays the way they're capable of, they can give J.M. Robinson a run for their money. I really think that.
All right, so other games tonight, we had Mount Pleasant. Presumably they held on 27-0 over Parkwood. And then I did confirm that Otani did hit 2 homers from the leadoff spot and pitch in a gem into the 5th inning, holding Milwaukee scoreless. The Dodgers up 4-0 and already leading that series 3-0, looking to do the sweep of the Brew Crew. And then Seattle took a 6-2 victory. Cal Raleigh with a homer and Suarez with 2 homers for the Seattle side. And that series returns to Toronto for the final 2 games. Seattle up 3-2.
Yep.
All right.
I like to see Seattle go to the World Series against the Dodgers and beat the Dodgers 4 straight.
We'll see. You got so much star power on each side, particularly, Raleigh coming up and having the massive 60 home run year in the regular season and kind of becoming the face, not just of Seattle, but maybe the whole American League. And, the Dodgers got all their star power on including the former Brave Freeman over there, having strong year still.
Yeah, I think the Braves' run may be over with if they can't get a good coach in there. I was hoping Chipper would take it over, but he said he didn't want nothing to do with managing. So.
Yeah, well, I can't always blame him on that. He had a good career and now we're getting a Kiss song here, that, of course, sung by the drummer Peter Crisp. Beth, what can I do? So
one of the best songs they ever had.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing that this ended up being the song that defined Kiss, along with Detroit Rock City?
That Rock and Roll All Night.
Rock and Roll All Night. Yeah, that's the one. So, in any case, we're getting into our 70s rock era. Okay.
We're going back reliving our childhood. Huh?
So I'm going to be on assignment the next 2 weeks. I'm heading off to L.A. Area next Friday, and then a Halloween assignment okay, I'm calling it a dance in the area. So that's where I'll be the next 2 Fridays. But I'll be back for hopefully for playoffs. And Chris, you and somebody I guess will be in Concord as they host Salisbury, and then the Spiders will take a trip to East Rowan. And if you're a Concord fan, those are 2, of course, winnable games. But again, you can't look past those games.
No, you can't. I mean, because if you look past one of them's going to knock you completely out of the playoff picture.
Could trip you up, yeah.
Yeah, so Concord just got to come out and play ball and win these 2 games and, be happy with a 6-4 season. It's a winning season.
And it's been a few years since we've had one of those for if you're a Spider fan, and that would be a super way to finish. Northwest keeps on rolling, same with Robinson, so congrats to those 2 programs who've been doing well. Again, our final score tonight, 42-20, Northwest Cabarrus takes the victory. For Chris, for Mark, for James, for Perry, and the rest of our Radio Free Cabarrus crew, John Von Cannon saying good night.
Good night.